All right. Got one war. And after that, I wanted to go through kind of pre-thoughts for New World League stuff, because I've had enough people ask about it to where it's probably worth talking about. No, there's also going to be a good amount of people that probably just don't care at all too, though. So, be one of those. But it's at least interesting to see how different positions are valued in terms of what people think is harder to play, and kind of look at it from that perspective, even if you're not in it. So knowing like what roles are considered to be the most valuable and which ones are hardest to play and which ones get slotted or which ones get prioed earlier is kind of interesting. Because there were 3 different teams, each had very different ideas. And we can kind of go at it from there. Hey, Crush. Crush, when was the last time you were in a war? Gotta get you into some of these now. Why are you assaulting fish? Oh, that's what people say when they're... Like, it's just a saying. Have you ever heard the saying, like, box him like a fish? All it means is just come at people from all different angles. I've heard like shooting fish in a barrel. Yeah, it's like that. It's but like before that one exists. What's up, Randy? What's up, Essie? This is a defense on flail, so like the goal is to not be too creative for the most part, and like not like try to play make the heck out of everything, but you can still see the idea behind the box and like a fish thing. People need like in Merc to play almost any role. I mean, first you have to say that you only play one role so that people slot you, and once people think that you're good at that role, that like is the first role that you prefer, then you can get slotted for other ones. If you tell people that you can play every role, people are going to assume that you can't play anything. What companies? I could put them like Null versus somebody. And I'm pretty sure my board's bugged, so I can't even tell. Yeah. I don't even know who's attacking us. I could unsign up and re-sign up. We could just look at it that way. Bountiful Harvest, okay. Good old bugs. Like I don't think either of these companies are that good, but it's really good for practicing like fundamentals, and because they're about the same level, like you can just kind of see what you can get away with sometimes. It's nice. But yeah, I should probably... Do I have the other pots on me? Or do I need to buy them? I run that there, and where are my grit pots? Do I not have grit pots? Ew. Need to go buy some grit pots real quick. Hopefully there aren't like a bajillion gold on this server, because sometimes they are. Oh yeah, it's fine. Yoink. I don't think I'll use more than 12 dust in a war. What server is this? This is Pangea. So, because there's not enough war slots on Valhalla, people started going back to Pangea and Hudsonland. AGS said they're gonna merge servers at this, like, a few weeks into Season 9 now, so I imagine Pangea and or Hudsonland will be merged into each other, or they'll just convert one to be Legacy or something like that. So the amount of war slots is gonna go down again. Which from a war perspective is really annoying, especially when they're not releasing practice wars alongside of it. They said they're gonna make the fresh servers Legacy. I mean, that's a better way to balance it. Then I could just transfer one of my other characters that's a Legacy to the other one and just war on that. So yeah, that's better. I also need to boot up Discord. I had to restart my computer like twice because it just kept bugging out with random things. One sec, could I... Let me just throw this to the side real quick. I love looking at my like old friends list because I have like people from like different eras on the same Discord. It's like I have people that I played games with like 8 years ago on here still. Ew. What's gross? Is it the flail? Is it the fit? Or is it the war? I've been rocking this hat recently. I like this hat. I'm a whole dinosaur. Oh, you because they're merging Fresh with Legacy? Oh. Yeah, I think they're kind of giving up on the whole Fresh thing. Like, the whole reason why Fresh started was, like, basically, like, big streamer people that didn't play the game came back and are like, oh, I don't want to compete with the other people, like, I want to start over, and then, like, there was, like, the gold issue. To be honest, like, the gold issue is, like, on every server now, and you can't really protect yourself from it, and it kind of is what it is, so it's like, I don't really hate it. Not you. Yeah. I mean, like, someone was telling me the other day, like, I've never swiped for gold, but someone was telling me it's $50 for 500k right now. So, like, if that tells you a state of the game, like, oh boy. It's like, yeah, you can get a full Abyss set for, like, $50. If you're playing, like, Throne and Liberty, you can get a full Abyss set for, like, $3,000. It's like, it's such a different experience. It's crazy. What's up, Ryan? This game sucks. Why still play? Because the people like to watch it and the combat is decent. This isn't the only game I play, but this is the only game I stream right now. So it's like I've been playing this game like mostly just for wars and for VODs right now. I've been doing Getting Over It, or sorry, not Getting Over It. Peak. I've been doing Star Wars Battlefront 2, I've been doing Deadlock, and I've been doing The Bazaar. That's mostly it, with like 1 or 2 other games sprinkled in between for small play sessions, like Overwatch, because Stadium is a new mode and it's kind of cool. Although the recent meta, I don't know if I love it. But in terms of MMOs, New World has by far the best combat out of any MMO. And wars, I think, are still really, really good. OPRs aren't bad, and the other stuff is passable, but not great. The nice part about this game is you could play this game for 2 hours a week, and that's it. For Throne and Liberty, it was like you had to play the game for 2 hours a day, or you'd fall behind. It was just not fun at a certain point. It becomes a chore. So that's why I play this game. You playing Musket? Nah, we're on Flail. I did Musket for the server that ended like recently. It was kind of fun. It was very different. Hey, Yappers. I heard devs are planning to make this game an ARPG. What was that? I mean, they officially did that, but I think most people would still classify it as an MMO. The They did that in order to capture more market share because they went to console. And for console, MMOs don't really sell, but ARPGs do sell. So they marketed New World as an ARPG in order to hopefully get a bigger base. I mean, it's like you could kind of view it as an action RPG. Like the combat's definitely like a lot better than a normal MMO. So it's like you can make an argument it is an action RPG, but like it's just a marketing thing. Would be best for a war with musket, ice harnessing with deep freeze. I mean, best for a war and musket don't belong in the same sentence. There's been one musket on EU that's been slotted on wars for the last 6 months, I think, and there's been one musket on NA that's been slotted on wars for the last 6 months. And they usually do musket void gauntlet for more damage, and they're complete glass, and if anyone breathes on them, they die. But if they don't get breathed on, they do a lot. It's gonna be easier to start playing like musket as like more stats get increased. Like right now, people have 750 stats. So as that number goes up, it will become easier to play it. My stat split recently on this build has been 250 max con. I was doing 300 for a bit, but then I realized the duration probably isn't worth it. So if I use Vortex, you see how that lasts, like, what, it's 3 seconds there? If I go to 350, the duration I don't think goes up significantly, so I don't think it's, like, worth prioling it. I'm kind of curious, I want to double check that before I say something stupid, but I'm pretty sure that it's, like, that duration increase is not significant for 350. So it's 3 before, now it's 5. Okay, no, that is significant. Oh, wait, that's 350, though. Like, I don't know what it is for 300. 300 would be the node to test. It's probably 4 seconds. So maybe it would be worth if it's 4 seconds then, but I don't know. It's just like, how long do you want the immunity is the question. For new characters, I don't think it really makes sense to force focus too much. But, like, if you get 725, you could technically hit 300, 350. And 350 is a really nice threshold because you get base damage reduction when you're swinging. So, that's the whole thought process with that. Otherwise, you can go 200. What's the 200 duration? This is what I used to do. But I was told the duration's like really small. No, it's also 3. If there's no difference between 200 and 250, why would I ever go 250? Huh, that's kind of interesting. Oh, it's 4. That's 4. Okay, so 250 is 4. This is 3. This was 5. So somewhere between 250 and 350 is probably ideal. But I think 4 is like a good number, like for immunity. Like I don't think you need much more than that. Gear's a little scuffed. This character has an Ice Gauntlet with Wind Chill on it because there's literally no Deadly Frost Ice Gauntlets with Focus or Con on the market. And to be honest, it doesn't even matter that much. I also don't think I have like refreshing stacking on this character. You have 3 refreshing. So that's not ideal either. So suboptimal gear, but it's not a crazy war, so it doesn't really matter. Like my ideal BIS would be 4 Invig, which I think I have 3 Invig on, dropping health, some elemental aversion, some enchanted ward. I would actually run a chest perk that had the new perk that's like OP. And a few other things, so. I think my earring and my ring and my Ankh are good, though. Like, these pieces are good. This piece is good. These 5 and this one is not that great. But I kind of want to wait for stuff to be cheap before I buy stuff, and gearing out this character just doesn't really make sense. So I need to find the TeamSpeak. Got it.
Connected. Channel switched.
That's
Yo.
not good. What's up, miicrow?
User joined your channel.
Do we have
might be
50 people?
solo yeah, you might be solo tank. I don't know where Len got. I think he might have overslept.
Okay.
Couldn't reach him. Just letting you know. I'm gonna give him another minute, else I'll pull someone else in. I'll move you to 1, let you know.
We can work with it either way. Jags Yapper says you smell.
Love Yappers. Yappers is my favorite. My favorite West player.
Yappers, you should sign up on Tank.
I mean, we have a slot to Merc. That's it. Does he have a...
No, I doubt he does. I think he's just trolling.
I should give another 20 seconds.
Hi folks, this is Axe, the respawn caller for this war. This is about the volume I'll be speaking. Feel free to turn me up or turn me down. I'm in the top section of TeamSpeak. If I could please get 1 to 2 more
Our
streams
band
in
actually has wind
Discord,
chill.
that
Please
way
don't
then
make
I
this
can
meta
look
on
at the
flow IG.
times
Look.
and flag captures. Thank you.
Okay, with
You
IG,
guys, get some streams
so
up. One
unbroken
more,
wins.
please. One
Wind
more,
chill
please,
deals
for
40%
respawns.
damage. If
Would
wind chill hits
appreciate
at the
it.
same target 6
Thank
times
you
in a
very
row,
much.
they
One more
become
stream,
rooted
one
for
more
1
stream.
second. And then
It's been so hard. To
this
get
has
people to
grit
get
on it
streams for
now.
respawns.
This ability has grit. It's actually unironically not terrible. And like, look how fast it ticks.
Yeah, Len's gonna
So
make it,
like,
so-
it's a root within like maybe 3/4 of a or like 2/3 of a second. Like, it's not much. One still plays. Yeah, he just came back. That's why I joined Null, because I wanted to play
Yo
with Farm
guys,
God.
I'll give 20k gold for whoever streams and respawns right now.
User joined your channel.
God's making it?
Microphone activated.
Oh, good morning.
God's making it.
User joined your channel.
You got
Oh,
a
yeah.
minute 40. You're just on standby, so you're good.
Rise and shine.
Rise
I
and
was not
shine.
paying attention at the time.
Oh no.
Good morning.
We have a
made
tank
it.
player. Let's go.
Yo, you don't also
Maybe.
don't need to run. Are you still running Lungard? Are you still running Relentless?
No, I can take it off.
Yeah, I don't think you need it right now.
But Kenneth said
Yeah,
if
you're
you run
loud, please.
Relentless, you have to run Relentless on tank, so you must.
I have suspicious software, and it keeps restarting my game.
Oh no. Try launching again one more time. You're on standby still, so pull him to standby. Pull him off standby. I got it.
I mean, we could start without him, and then
We can start without him. I think
like
Len's
the
gonna
first
make
5 minutes don't really matter anyway.
it. Yeah.
Good old song and dance. Go to C point. Whatever.
Yeah. See how long we hold him for B and then go to C. Might make it interesting on point. Down one body. Ready, gang? 14, 14. Let's go lock in. Let's go lock in. Watch for split. I think they split early last time, so if they do split, 4 and 6 are going to be going over to C. So just play it loose on this. And let's go win this shit. Here we go. 3 seconds. 3 seconds. 3 seconds. Just go up and match. Go up and match. Go and match. We get there first, guys. Go, 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 go. Looks like most are coming out here. It looks a bit light. 6 start going over. 6 start going over. I think they split. 6 start coming over. 6 start coming over. 6 start coming over.
I'm in.
Killing squigs.
Let me see. Let me see. Yep, 6 definitely
Respawn's down
stay over.
in 20 seconds.
On left
6,
mid,
6
the
over to C, 6
XZ
over
guy
to C,
has no
6 over to C,
charge.
6 over to C, 6 over to C, 6 over to C. Yo, make sure you match. Kill squad, wrap him. Kill squad, wrap him. Kill squad, wrap him. Yo, kill squad, don't let him get the point for free. 6 and 4, 6 and 4 over to C, 6 and 4 to C, 6 and 4 to C.
5,
Yo, they're pointing
two,
over here. Yo, 4 stay.
three,
Point, come over.
Look at
Two,
Gerd. The guy can die.
1.
Go to C, go to C.
Respawn's down next to
Soft.
20 seconds.
They got propels here. Come over here, come over here, come over here, come over here. Yo, make sure you're stepping. Step, 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 step.
10 seconds.
Just step point. Don't let the healer step left side. Yo, if you're on C point, play left side. Play left side. Play left side. Don't play bot. Play top. Get out of bot right C. Get out of bot right C. Play top.
I'm gonna die there.
Play top. Deserve the
Not the
top.
good crash.
I got something for the respawn.
Come on.
Shocking alley.
Step point.
Right
Step
side
point.
there.
Look right side. Right side could die. Right side could die. Look at stay together. Let's go right. 4. Yo, all quads over to B. All quads to B. All quads to B. Only point team here at C. Only point team. All quads to B.
5.
Yo, C
Return
point
right
look
side.
left side. C point look left side. C point look left side.
2.
Yo, Tuna, you got main
1.
combo over there.
Gotcha.
Respawn down
You got main
next in
combo
20
B.
seconds.
Having mid
Mid
right.
right.
See, look and see. C point look bottom. C point look bottom. Just kill these kids bot in 3, 2, 1. Bottom C. First shit's
8
here.
point
They're
capture.
heavy. They're
10
red,
seconds.
pushing up to point. now.
Dogging Nova.
Kill him off.
We're gonna crash in like 5. Pull top of me.
5.
I'm gonna call something at B.
Get ready. We're gonna crash in like 3 seconds. Okay, get ready. We're gonna crash.
Yeah, we're not gonna kill anyone here.
20 seconds.
Top right, top mid,
Everything bot.
I'm showering Wiggles. Wiggles can die.
Yo, 4 come over to 6 come over. I'm sorry, 6 come over to C.
10
6 to C.
seconds.
6 and 4 to C.
Good kill on Nova.
6 and 4 to C. 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 6 and 4 C now. 6 and 4 C now. 6 and 4. 6 and 4. 6 and 4.
Look at your own.
B point. You're gonna send things. B point look bottom right. 3, 2, 1. Look bottom right B. Bottom right B. Bottom B. Bottom B.
Vortex
bottom
in
B,
here,
bottom
you
B,
can
bottom
declone.
B. In the ball at B. In the ball at B. In the ball at B.
Figured mid left.
Yo, Grassy, I'm going back over to 4. I'm
10
Grassy, you call it for B if you can.
Mid sacred
Yeah,
right now.
I'm at B.
I see you.
5.
C point to play together. C point to play together. They got 2
Three.
quads.
I can trip by it here if you want to kill. Tripping RB. RB dead. Looking up
Pull
417.
in
He's
B, still in C.
off.
C point, we're looking to send left side. Get ready to send ball left. Get ready to send left side. 3. Bottom middle 2. Bottom mid.
Get ready. We're gonna go bottom.
Get ready.
Get ready. 3, 2, 1.
In the bar right.
Ball left. Everything ball left. Everything ball left.
5.
Kill everyone here on C. Just stick together and C. They have no collar.
They're no
on C. Everyone on
charge.
C, just zerg together.
1.
Zerg together.
Respawn
Look at
down
this
next
top
in
left.
20
Look at this left.
seconds.
Look at this left.
I'm smiting Nerd. He has no charge still.
Mid left. Pull top of B. We'll do one more crash.
Playing off a little bit.
I'm healing off camo. There's
10 seconds.
C point, just play together.
I think B's good. B's
We got
good.
Joe.
Wiggles no charge.
5. 4.
I'm free, guys.
3.
I'm stepping out. Melee boy on
1.
houses.
Respawn down next in 20 seconds.
Healing alley.
Gonna throw
Skill,
one
and you
bottom
could get a
there.
pull,
They're
right?
playing top. Or
I'm
bottom.
securing top
pulling
left
him
off point. It's by Squigs.
Yeah, I'm shocking right here. Board can die on his.
10
Alright,
seconds.
guys, yo.
I've rooted him. He's dead.
Full buys, get the full buys.
Yeah, I was just playing out there.
Yeah, yeah.
5.
Give him a reset.
Try black ones.
3. 2.
Get your full buys. Yo,
1.
get these guys. Look at these guys.
Respawn
Get
down
through.
next
Look
in
at
90
these guys. Look at more
Securing
studies trying to run away.
left off point.
I'm looking at nerd. Make a
Get
barrel.
your buys,
Didn't get the root off.
My bot. I'm good. Sitting bot ball now.
10 seconds.
Take a little behind you. Ramparts there.
Andrew A dude.
5.
Yeah, pull him back a bit. Pull him back.
Can-
Look at
can-
Press
can-
Andrew.
can-
Press Andrew.
1.
Melee
Press Andrew.
Down
Press
next in
Andrew.
19
Press Andrew.
seconds.
That's nice. Look at bruiseronly.com.
Look
Off
at
the right
behind
side
us.
wrap.
Ramparts
Left
again.
side fork. Let's look at Andrew Road.
I'm
I'm showering behind you guys. Take it back.
Couple running behind.
They're
Yeah.
wrapping. They're wrapping. They're
10
wrapping.
seconds.
Watch the wrap.
Wiggles
Ice
behind.
behind us. Careful the wrap. Careful the wrap. Careful the wrap.
I'm gonna try and step point a bit, but
5. 4.
Careful,
Okay,
careful,
okay.
careful, careful, careful. They all
Two,
do the crash. They all
one.
just do the
Respawn
crash
down
ball
next
left.
in
They all
20
do the crash
seconds.
ball left. Go back into it in 3, 2, 1. Go back in the ball left. Go back in the ball left. In the ball left. In the ball left. In the ball left.
Yeah, mid left sacred.
In this shit.
Shock and top.
Come out. We got no
10
kills.
seconds.
We're gonna resend it. Don't
Secret
resend
boss
it. Don't
there.
resend it.
I'm gonna go more towards top right.
yeah.
First stop.
5.
First stop.
I'm
We can win
vortexing
top,
this
we can win the top
spot.
left, top
Look
left,
at
top
Wiggles.
left, top
Look
left.
at
Wiggles on
1.
point.
Respawns down next in 19
Response here.
seconds.
Response here. Response here. Just play together. Play
Heavy
together.
top
Play together.
right,
Play together.
yeah.
Play together.
Yeah, I'm top left. I'm top left.
Yeah, I'm going top again.
I'm in bar right now.
Zodiac.
Yeah,
nice.
bottom
Zodiac
right
top
side.
Zodiac
Feeling
dies.
cooking.
10 seconds.
Play their bot.
Grabbing
Play their
bot
bot. Yo, we have more
left,
numbers. We
grabbing
have more
bot
numbers.
left.
Everyone just
Mid
look bot.
left
Everyone just look
sacred.
bot. We'll send something in 5.
Five.
We'll send something in 5. We already send. It's gonna be bottom right 3.
They might send here.
2, 1. Bottom right. Bottom right. Bottom right.
Respawn
Bottom
down
right.
next in
Bottom right.
19
Bottom right. Bottom
seconds.
right. Bottom right. Bottom right. Bottom right. Bottom right. Bottom right.
Secret
Bottom right.
boss there.
Yeah, like
no,
we get
it's
killed. We get killed.
Buy it
Get
can
out now,
die.
Get out now. Get out now. Get out now. Now go back.
Healers
in
are all
3,
stepping top left.
in 2,
10
back in the
seconds.
right. Back in the 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 right. Play together. Play together. Play
Mid left
together.
kind of
Play
regain.
together.
Those two
Play together. Play
concentrated
together.
sacred
I'm
there.
grabbing
Top,
bot
push the top, push the top. Yo, ball left is dying. Ball left is low. Ball left is low. Look ball left. Look ball left.
Time.
Look ball left.
Mid
Look
left,
bottom.
mid
Look
left.
bottom. Look bottom. Look
Five.
bottom.
4.
Wars, mid
3.
flyer. AB.
2.
I'm on mid right now.
I'm vortexing here.
Respawn
Decomp.
down next in
They're
20
gonna
left,
send. They're gonna
left,
send. Get the
sacred.
fuck out. They're gonna send. They're gonna send. They just crashed. Pull in. We're gonna crash in
I've
5.
been
We're
top.
gonna crash in 5.
On
Play
D
together.
at
Play
top.
together. Play
Play
together.
micro.
He can die.
Thank you.
Left side 3. Ball
There,
left 2. Crash
sacred.
ball left now. 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 Ball left now.
15.
Ball left. Ball left. Ball left. Ball left. Ball left. They all die.
Vortexing here.
Yeah, everyone in
Decomp.
the bottom. No, in the right side. No, in
10
the top right. In the
seconds.
top right. In the top right. In the top right. In the top right.
I
Top
agree.
right dies. Top right dies. Top right dies. Top right dies.
Frog top right.
5.
Look at Teddygrams. Teddygrams. The prog.
3.
Top wedding rams
Top left
dies.
sacred
Off
right now.
point.
Yeah,
One.
look bond, look
Respawn
bond,
down next in
resetting, look
20
bond, everything
seconds.
bond now, everything bond now, everything bond now, everything bond now. Bruiser Bruiseronly.com.
Yeah.
Bruiseronly.com.
Ready? I'm gonna grab some more flames to have them.
Get your
20
next cleanse.
seconds.
Get your next cleanse.
Not grabbing these pigs.
Grabbing you as well.
Coming toward
15.
bot.
Re-grabbing us,
Secret's
re-grabbing
on,
us.
Shot,
big
shot,
bot, mid bot.
Play together, play together, play together.
3
Shot.
shots.
Zodiac.
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 I'm looking
Yeah,
at
it's
it.
fine.
Zodiac could die, Zodiac could die.
He's AV.
He's out, he's out.
5,
Butter can die.
Look at butter.
Here, look at butter, butter, butter,
Two.
butter, butter, butter.
1.
Nice.
Respawns down next in
Nice,
27
nice. We can still
seconds.
play together. We can look at left side. Look at Zodak, 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 Zodak dies, Zodak dies, Zodak
Shot,
dies, Zodak dies.
Fucking him off.
No stamp, have him,
Still
him.
behind that.
Stick on him, stick on him, stick on him.
20
Nice.
He's dead, he's dead.
Now watch the right side wrap. Everyone up top. Go
Handy,
wrap around
handy,
bond, wrap
handy.
around bond. Now
Yeah,
wrap
they're
around bond,
pushing
wrap around bond.
15.
Careful, careful,
Wrap around bond, wrap
yeah.
around bond, wrap the bond, wrap the bond. Look at their side, their side, their side, their side, their side.
10
Go ahead,
seconds.
go ahead, go ahead. Good hit. 3, 2, 1. Hit all those healers. Crush all those healers now.
I'm
Crush them all.
shocking
Crush them all. Crush them all. Crush them all. Crush them all.
Staying
Go,
bot,
these guys.
Look out behind
Get
you.
them all, get them all.
Jitch.
Nice, nice, nice.
Respawns
Push the
down
road.
next
Push
in
the road. Back
27
the point, back the
seconds.
point, back the point, back the point, back the
I
point,
said
back the
you were
point.
top
We
left.
got like
there.
5 healer
You guys
kills.
come
We got like
back
5
in.
healer kills. Look ball left, look ball left.
They're heavy
Back in the
ball
ball
left.
left, back in the ball left, back in the ball left,
20
back in the ball left, back
Shocking
in the ball
ball
left,
I'm
back
gonna
in the
try to
ball left.
step here. Timing. Oh, no,
Keep
timing.
stepping, keep stepping, keep stepping, keep stepping.
Wiggles
15.
AP, Moore's
They all
AP.
die, they all die,
Yeah,
they all
yeah,
die.
I'm
They're gonna
stepping
crash,
mid
they're gonna
right
crash,
now.
they're gonna crash, they're gonna crash, they're
Ten
crashing,
seconds.
they're crashing.
Crash. Yeah.
They threw a half crash, they threw a half
Yeah,
Top
crash.
left with you,
Keep
Gonzo
looking for
Sacred.
kills, look for kills.
Right.
Just go on this left side. Play together, ball left. Play together left. Play together left. Play together left.
1.
Loser only.
Respawns down
Dot
next in
com.
27
No stamp.
seconds.
Get ready to go. Ball right. 3, 2, 1. Ball right now. Ball right now. Right side. Mid right. Mid right. Mid right. Mid right. Mid right.
Gonzo G.
Into the shit.
20
Into the shit. Into the shit.
seconds.
We stick in. We stick in. Nice though. Everyone into ball. Never. Everyone to ball left. Everyone to
Mid
left side.
left
Everyone to left side.
sacred.
Everyone to left side.
Healers in
Left
that
side.
road.
Mid.
Shocking
Right left.
Vortex in here,
Mid left,
declump their
mid left,
crash.
More damage. More damage. More damage.
I'm trying to get out.
10 seconds.
Everyone play left side.
Watching
Everyone play
you.
left side. The
Right.
kills are
Grabbing
left
me
side. The kills are left side. They're gonna resend soon. They're
Five.
resending now. They're resending
Five.
now.
Oh, I need one.
Help our blues. 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 Help our blues.
1. Respawns down next in
Second
27
ball
Respawn
left.
down.
Mid
Respawn
left
down.
again.
Respawn down.
Nice,
Keep
actually
looking
more
top
top
left.
left,
Keep
sorry.
looking left. Keep looking left. They have no one on
Second
point. They have
mid
no
left.
one on point. Just push them out. Push them
They're
out. Push them out. Push
20
them out.
seconds.
Some of feet.
Reset.
I'm grabbing.
Look towards top. Look towards top. Yo, hit that shit top.
All
Hit that
AB,
shit. Look
all
at
AB.
Fresh Andrew. Fresh Andrew.
15.
No stamp. Half
Dropping.
HP.
The guy just
Nice. Yo, if you, everyone look left of bond.
10
Everyone look
seconds.
left of bond. We're gonna send something left of bond on butter. 3, 2, 1. Left of bond.
Yeah, we
left
don't
of
have
bond,
a
left of bond. Go
main
below your deaths. Go below your deaths. Go below your deaths. Go below your deaths. Go below your
Secret's
deaths.
weak, look at bar.
1. Respawns down next in 27
I'm
seconds.
actually gonna do the same.
Goodbyes.
Go the rest of the war.
VGIG. 5 and 6 VGIGs go by parts. 5 and 6 VGIGs go by parts.
20 seconds.
5 to left shop, 6 to right shop. 5 to left shop, 6 to right shop. Left shop.
He's behind
15.
the fight.
Also go to
so
also
there's
go to
one
left shop.
I'm vortexing here. You can declump.
Whack, whack.
I'm dropping shower
10
defensively.
seconds.
You guys can back through it.
Gonzo G.
Watch it.
Five.
They're sending you. They're sending you.
You're in a
Help our blues
secret,
out. Help our
Gonzo.
blues out.
Now.
Help our blues up bond. Help our blues up
Respawn
bond.
down
Get
next
ready.
in
yeah, yeah.
I just
27
smited 10
seconds.
people.
Forcing heavy through bond. They're forcing heavy through bond. Help our
Fucking
blues.
mid
Help our
left.
blues. Help our
Shocking
blues.
on
Help our
that,
blues. Help our blues.
AB so
20
Look
seconds.
at yo, this left side's low. This left side's low. We can win this left side.
Gotcha.
Kill this bitch.
Hold the point, hold the point. Carrot ball right, carrot ball right, carrot ball right. There's zerging ball right, there's zerging ball right, there's zerging ball right, there's zerging ball
10
right.
seconds.
They'll
Yeah,
have
mid
send,
right
they'll have
sacred
send,
now.
they'll have send.
Zodak
They'll
AB.
have send, they'll have send.
Tripping
they'll have send.
Zodak.
Play for resend, play for resend.
I'm looking at Zodak.
Respawn's hit, they're
3,
looking for crash. Respawn's
Okay,
crash.
no
stand.
I'm vortexing here early.
They're looking for crash.
27
Looking ball
seconds.
left.
Crash
Looking
ball
ball
right
left.
now.
2, 1, crash ball now. Bob in now, Bob in now, Bob in now.
Thank
Bob in
you.
now. Resend it, resend the shit.
Mid
20
left
seconds.
sacred.
Resend the shit.
In an alley.
In the right, 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 in the top right, in the top right, in the top right, top right dice, top right dice, top right dice. Now back to left, now back to left. Help our blues left, help our blues left, help our blues left, help our
I'm
blues
staying
left.
top right. I'm staying top right.
Yeah,
I'm vortexing this right mid.
They're looking for next send. They're sending left. They're sending left. They're
Look at all
looking left.
that
They're
right.
looking left. They're looking left.
Gonzo G.
2,
They're sending left.
1.
They're sending left.
Respawns down
Everyone
next
look
in
right. Everyone look
27
right. We're gonna
seconds.
crash right in 5. Get ready. Get ready. They're hitting. They're hitting. They're hitting. Get ready to crash right side 3. Top right 2.
Taking mid right.
Crash
Popping.
top right now. Top
20
right now. Top
seconds.
right now. Top middle. Top middle. Top middle. Top right.
Top
Top middle.
left
Top right.
sacred.
They all die. They all die.
15.
Nice. They'll kill the
Awesome.
Teddygram.
Teddygram
Half
could
HP.
Going
Look.
top
Trying
right.
to
In the
get
ball left. In the ball
there,
left.
10
right.
seconds.
They're ready to look
Keep
safe.
stepping.
My
Ball right
pursuit
dice. Ball right
G.
dice. Look ball right. Look ball right.
Take
Look
a
ball
top
right. Look ball right.
Grabbing.
Everyone get ready to
5,
get, send abilities left side. Get ready to send shit left side. Get ready to send shit left side. We're gonna send
Solo
left
dash.
side
They're crash.
3.
They're
Now
crash.
Left side
next in
2. Go
27
left side. Go left
seconds.
side. Go left side. Resend left side.
Buy it
resend
can
left
die.
side,
Dead.
Resend left side.
Step in top
Zodak dies.
point.
Zodak dies.
20
They have
seconds.
to reset. Yo, right
Guys,
side.
they're
Yo,
gonna
there's
take
like
it's
3
off
guys ball
left
right on
there.
point. There's 3 guys ball right on
Yeah.
point. They have to reset.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Look our road.
sure.
Look bottom point our road.
road. Look
Zodak can die.
Stuff a little.
They just sent left.
Zodak top point. Look,
10
Zodak.
seconds.
Look at Zodak on point. Zodak on point. They did
Getting
blue
alley.
deaths. They did blue deaths. We should have
Time
deaths in
is
5. We should have
increasing
deaths in
in
5.
five,
Get ready for deaths. Get ready for deaths. Get ready to deaths.
Top right where you're at.
You have something to send.
Top
You
right.
have to send. You can be
Respawn
bottom in
zone.
3.
5 seconds.
Everyone look bottom in 2. Bottom middle. 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 Bottom middle.
30 seconds.
In the ball left. In the ball left.
Trip the tank.
In the ball left. 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 In the ball left.
25.
We can bot
Hey,
right.
nitrogen.
They're crashed here.
Mid left
They
sacred.
crashed. They have
20
crashed.
Ward,
seconds.
AJ bot
Mid left
right. We
sacred.
can die. He's mid top right.
Keep stepping, keep stepping, keep
Fucking
stepping.
left
Keep
side.
stepping. Play through extend, they're gonna crash.
Vortexing
they're
is
gonna
left.
Actually, healing
Look
90.
at their healers right now.
Triple through a road,
Ten
triple a road,
seconds.
triple a road. Healers, you can play oppo, healers, you can play oppo, you can play oppo.
Healers,
Carrot top right, they're looking
mid,
top right, they're
second.
sending top
I'm
right, they're
regrabbing
sending
top
right, they
right.
send right, they send right, they send right.
2,
Pull in, pull in, pull in, pull in. Left side down, you're ready to send ball right, 3, 2, 1.
trying to get
Bottom now,
cooking.
bottom
I
now,
don't
bottom
think
now,
it's-
bottom now,
yeah,
bottom
he's
now.
good.
Bottom point, bottom mid, bottom mid.
Vortexing here.
Ball right, ball mid, ball right.
You have a sacred bot left, bot center.
Shocking their left is
I'm
good.
top
Get
one.
out, get out, get out, get out, get out, get out,
Go
get
next,
out, get out, get out, get out. Upper blues out, upper blues out. Back in there, upper blues, upper blues, upper
20
blues.
seconds.
Upper
I'm sitting
blues,
right.
upper blues, upper blues, upper blues, upper blues.
15.
Looking bot, you're looking bot.
Giving off a point for a second.
Top is free. They're all
Moving
moving
right
left.
now.
They're
I got him.
Careful left, careful left, careful left.
I'm showering Viet. Viet can die. Viet can die. Top right.
1. Respawn down.
Grabbing right, don't crash.
Tripping Viet. Viet on the ground. Viet dead.
Sacred top
Take her
left.
with you.
Just live, just live, just live, just live, just live, just live.
30 seconds.
He
Play late from lid, play late from lid, play late from lid, play late
I
from
want
lid.
to get back to a road and make sure ramparts
touch
are going
it.
good.
Just play in a road, just play in a
20
road.
seconds.
Wait for
Heal
send.
strategy.
Wait for send. They're sending, they're not sending, they just sent, they just sent.
15.
Yeah, if you're blowing dead, I
Yeah,
can't
I
tell
see
if that's
you.
your blowing dead. Don't blow dead.
Bot
Don't
left,
blow
bot
dead.
mid. Kind of sick.
Ready to go,
Look
ready
at
to go,
nerd, look at
ready to go.
RB,
We're
look at
gonna push
RB, no
bottom
stand.
right, 3.
Yeah, I see him, I see him, I see him. I'm rooting him, rooting him. He's rooted.
Ball left now. Bottom middle, bottom middle, ball left, bottom middle, ball left, bottom middle, ball left. Nice, you got fixed. Get out, get out, get out, get out, get out, get out, get out. Get out, get out, get out. Help our blues, help our blues, go in, help our blues, go in, help our blues. Go back in, help our blues, back in, help our blues, back in, help our blues. Look at ball right, look at ball right, look at ball right, look at ball right.
Bot right. I'm on bot right. Nova
Help
AB
our
bot right.
right,
He's
help our
low.
right, help our right.
Try to go left side.
Push
See
left,
if that's
push
a
left,
little
push the left,
better.
step. Right side, inner lane.
Figures mid right, like a little
These
off.
guys died. Gordon,
Ten
Prog,
seconds.
Gordon, Prog, Gordon,
Or
Prog,
should
Gordon,
die.
Prog.
Bot
Nice,
left,
now we
all
look
of
left,
them.
now we look left. Get out of here, get out of here, get out of here, get out of here. Step point, step point.
4.
Healing alley.
Step fucking point. Wrap
One.
there, wrap top, wrap
Respawn
top. Get out of
down,
bot, wrap
next
top.
in
Get out of bot,
35
wrap top, wrap top, wrap top, wrap top.
Nerd can die. He just tried.
I see nerd.
Top right
Step
right
point,
now.
step point.
I'm
step
vortexing
point.
his bot right.
Step
Care.
We're looking to send. It's gonna be ball left. Get ready, get ready. Live,
Step top
fucking
right,
live.
second
Get
shot
ready.
center.
Ball left
25.
3. Left side 2. Mid left, ball left, mid left, ball left, ball left, ball left, ball left, ball
Mid,
left now, ball left
second.
now, ball left now, ball left now, ball left now.
Stepping
Nice,
bot
we get out.
right.
Now we get out. They're crashing now. They're crashing now. They're crashing now. Get out, get out, get out, get out. Help our blues, help our blues, help our blues, help our blues. Peel for him,
10
peel
seconds.
for him, peel for him, peel for him,
Bot
peel
mid,
for him, peel for him, peel for him. Keep staying to it, stay
Have
to it.
shower
Help
for
our
crash
blues,
here
help
if we
our
want
blues,
it.
help our blues.
3, 2,
Look towards right, look towards right, we're going back to the right, get ready to go back to the right.
Viet on the ground
In
again.
2, back in the bottom, back in the right, 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 back in the mid 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 right.
Figure top right.
Shocking top right, mid right.
No back, no spread, no spread, no spread, no spread, no spread, no spread instead, spread instead, spread
Doing
instead, spread
Xbox
instead,
healer,
spread
trying.
instead.
Xbox healer.
Where is
20
she?
seconds.
I
They
see
have
her.
pressed,
good,
they have
she's
pressed,
good,
get
yeah,
1%, make sure we're on, don't
Healing
step off,
sweeps.
step on, step on, step on, step on.
Bot
I
left.
tripped the spear. 417. 417 spear top right.
They're looking for send.
10
Figure
seconds.
top
Alright, it's good.
right.
Nerd right mid can die.
Keep stepping, keep
Yo,
stepping.
no, yo, that's
RB,
good. They're
AB.
pushing
Don't let
in
us
a
step
little
off,
more,
don't
going
let us
to
step
our
off. They'll
road.
have to crash top, they'll have to crash top.
2,
Care bot, they're just heavy bot left. They're just
Next in
zerging bot,
35
they're just zerging bot.
seconds.
Step on.
Playing mid
Step
right.
on, step on, step on.
They're
gonna
Vortex in here.
Help our blues, 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 help our blues. Help our blues, fuckers, help our blues, don't let our blues die. Look left, look left, look left, look left. Everyone zerg left, everyone zerg left. Everyone zerg left, everyone zerg left, everyone zerg left, everyone zerg left. Get ready to go, we're looking right side.
Vortexing here, declump.
1, bot right, mid right, bot right, mid right, bot right, mid right, bot right, bot right.
No
bot right,
vortex
bot right
after
now,
this.
bot
No
right
vortex
now,
after
bot
this.
right now.
Smiting late. Smiting late.
Yeah.
Tripping bruisers. Good luck.
They're crashing now, they're crashing now, they're crashing now, they're crashing now, they're crashing now.
1. Respawn
Nice.
down.
That's the point,
Next in
that's the point,
35
that's the point.
seconds.
Everyone back into it in 3. Back in the bottom right,
Top
bottom
right. Try to
left,
push
2.
step
Bot mid now,
30
bot mid now,
seconds.
bot mid now, bot mid now, bot mid now, bot left, bot left, bot left, bot left.
I tripped tank.
Look at left, look at left, look at left, left can die, left can die, more fucking damage. Kill these guys, kill these guys.
Morse,
kill these
Morse
guys.
is off.
Chase them, chase them, chase
Kind of a
them.
bunch on top right.
They're gonna
I'm
crash
going
now, they're
for
crashing now, they're crashing now, they're crashing, they're crashing, they're looking for
Healing
crash.
swigs.
Look at Bruiser
On
only, they're
flag.
fucking half
Bot
HP,
left.
stay on the point.
A lot
stay
top
on the
point.
Stay on the point, stay on
Figure
the
bot
point.
left line.
Yeah, I'll see.
Playing
Side
left
bot,
right
top
for a
right.
second.
Step in,
Going
look
for
top right, top right
again.
dies, top right dies, top right
RB
dies,
can
top right
die.
dies, top right dies.
Helping
1.
eight, helping
Respawn
eight.
down.
Look at
Next
now,
in
they're looking
35
for crash,
seconds.
don't get crashed on, don't get crashed on.
Fish can die top
Can
left.
die.
Healing
They have to
nitrogen.
reset, they're crashing left, they're crashing left, they're
30
crashing left.
seconds.
Vortexing late here.
3, 2, 1, no, crash left, crash left, crash left. Ball left, ball left, ball left, mid left, ball left, mid left, ball left, mid left, mid left, mid left, mid left, mid left.
Figures mid left.
Go into it, go into
20
it, stick into it,
seconds.
stick into it, ball left, stick in the ball left, stick in the ball left, stick in the ball left, ball left, ball left, ball left, ball left, we need help, ball left.
15.
Top
Yeah,
right's
grab
been clear
Help
so
our bot, help our
far.
bot, help our bot, help our bot, help our bot. We're letting our bot die.
Right
Bot can die.
10
Bot
seconds.
Hey, can we hit
die.
Gord on right mid? Gord on right mid, tripping now.
Look at Ditch, look at Ditch.
Gord, yeah, look at Gord. Look at
Five.
Gord, bot right.
Meddling
Four.
pitch,
Stand.
Smiting him.
Jumping on
Still
Ditch.
stepping
ready.
bot top
1.
right.
We're for
Respawn
next
down.
turn, we're for next
Nixon,
turn. You have
43
5 seconds.
seconds.
I see Jidge, she's dead. Vortexing here,
Get out of
decomp.
ball left, get out of ball right, get out of ball right. They're
They're
crashing
gonna
ball right, they're crashing ball right, they're crashing ball right, they're crashing ball right. Help our blues, help our blues.
Showering it.
35.
Yeah,
Go
he's
for blues,
so
go for
good.
blues,
Another
go for
right
blues.
now.
Don't let it
Oh,
blues
no.
die.
No,
Look
with
all
Gonzo,
road.
I got stunned.
30
Gonzo
seconds.
down.
Look our road, look bottom our road, look bottom our road.
Gonzo, you're gonna say great.
Draw
Fucking
left,
double
draw left,
Gonzo.
kill these
Gonzo.
guys,
Gonzo.
Oh.
Back on the point now, back on the point now, back on the point, back on the point, back on the
Yeah,
point.
road is
I'm vortexing on our road.
They just followed.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they're just very so close.
Now.
Wait, I got one.
Stepping top
Figure
right.
top
Ten
left.
HNBI or HNBI. Oh, he's off point. There's no tick right now. Don't worry about getting crashed. You can get off point. You can get off point.
They're crashing.
I'm
Yeah,
fucking
yeah.
this.
1.
Alley.
Down Nixon, 43 seconds.
Help for blues, help for blues.
Good for you. Should be good.
Look right.
I'm showering center point.
Gonzo.
They're stuck in. Look at Bruiser. He's dead.
35.
Resetting.
Everything left off point. They're resetting. Everything is
There's a whole
30
point.
seconds.
Telegram.
Oh, trying to get that look nice. Yeah.
Damn. Right.
25.
I'm with you guys, Bob Bond.
20 seconds.
No, baby, you can die.
Figures on you, Alan. You're alone up there pretty heavy.
What's that?
15.
Yeah, backing
All
up.
quad VGIGs, 5 and 6, 5 and 6. Hustle and whack. Go
I'm
get your
gonna
parts
go
again.
cleanse
Hustle and
actually
whack.
really
Go
quick.
get your
We got
parts
a
just in
chance
case.
to make sure I got enough.
You're in a
They're
six.
10s in our road. Careful, they're 10s in our road. They're 10s in our road.
4.
Wiggles.
3. 2.
I'm back now
1.
with you guys.
There's a lot
Respawn
of
down.
fire on
Nixon,
my asshole.
43
I'm
seconds.
gonna buy real quick.
Make sure we match. Make sure we
They're
match.
gonna
Make sure we
flood
match.
top
Hold the
on, I
space.
think.
Hold the
Yeah.
space. Hold the space.
And Squigs. I'm sticking
35.
Bob Bond on Squigs.
Wiggles
now.
ain't beat.
Look at Wiggles.
Watch the right side wrap. Watch the right side wrap. The right quads are
30
wrapping. The right quads are
seconds.
wrapping.
Wait, they're kind of going early. We can kill them.
I'm clapping.
Look at
Yeah,
that.
careful,
Look at the road. Yeah,
I
look
think.
at the rodeo. Fire stuff. Pump the road. Fire stuff.
Look at
Pump the
Wiggles.
road.
No stamp. No stamp. No stamp. No
Yeah,
stamp.
yeah,
Wiggles.
Twenty
Wiggles. No stamp.
seconds.
Wiggles. No
We can't get
stamp.
in.
Nice.
Nice. That was.
Yeah, there's 2 guys on point. There's 2 guys on point. Want to kill these guys on point? Kill these guys on point. There's 2 guys for kills on point. 2 for kills on point.
I'm sticking like
seconds.
mid.
They're trying to
push it through.
Look at Gord.
They're on point. They're on point. They're on point. They're on point.
I'm healing
Oh,
D-Nick.
D-Nick,
yeah.
Okay, next.
D-Nick, another
Steve,
one.
you guys-
Here, respawn set. Respawn set. Respawn set.
Respawn down.
They're really heavy.
Nixon,
You grabbing
43
it.
seconds.
Keep stepping. Keep match. Just match. Just match. Just match. Just match. They're crashing left. They're crashing left. They're crashing left. They crash left.
Oh,
Help our
clap
blues. Help our
behind.
blues. Help our blues. They got nobody. Help our blues.
Mid
Help our
left's
blues.
again, sacred.
Zerg,
TT.
Zerg, everyone's Zerg, everyone's Zerg, everyone's Zerg.
Gonzo,
Zerg
30
together, Zerg
seconds.
together, Zerg together. We go right side.
Down.
3. Right side, 2. Top right now, top right now, top right now, top
25.
right, top right, crash top
I'm
right, crash
like
top right.
deep into their
Top right,
road.
top right, top right, top right, top right.
Viet can die. Viet IGVG. Top center. Dead.
Keep chasing them down. They're going in. They're going back.
Okay,
I vortex that. You're good. You're good.
Get out, get out, get out. They got no picks. They got no
Figures
picks.
on Alley. I know he's
Help
for
our blues.
one.
Everyone on the point.
10
Everyone on the point. Help bottom.
bottom,
Help
Zippy.
bottom.
I'm
Help
stepping
bottom.
top
Help
right.
bottom. Go bot middle. Go
Yeah,
bot mid. Go bot
top
mid. Go
right.
bot mid.
I'm in that
Five.
Ball mid dies. Ball left dies.
Four.
Ball left dies. Go
Three.
ball left. Go ball left.
Two.
Help her ball left. Help her ball
1.
left.
Top,
Respawn
bro.
down. Next in
Get
43
ready to send.
seconds.
Just everything send. Ball right. 3, 2, 1. Just everything ball right. Everything ball right. Kill everyone ball right now. Kill everyone ball right now. On respawn. Kill everyone on respawn. Kill everyone on respawn.
35.
Shit, I'm clapping.
Become Nova can die mid left.
Become Nova Gadai mid left. Become Nova Gadai mid left.
Wiggles can die. Bot left.
Yeah, I'm back to bot right.
Yeah. One
Yeah,
hand
that's
on
good,
shield
that's
crutch.
good.
25.
Bot
Heal
right.
shield crutch.
Healers and stepping top.
Yeah, I'm on
Keep
him
stepping
now.
top, don't let them do step
20
top, don't let them do
seconds.
step top.
Figures top left. Should be
Keep stepping,
right
keep
where you
stepping,
guys
keep
are.
stepping, keep stepping, keep stepping.
15.
There's off point, there's
Shocking
off point
top
right now.
Mid
They're
right,
fighting off point.
sacred.
Look at Gord. Look
Step
Gord.
point,
Top
step
center.
point, step
Ah,
point,
he's good.
step
He's
point,
good. He's
step
good.
point, just step point. They're looking
I'm gonna
for send,
vortex
they're
her.
looking for send.
Respawn for immunity.
Nerd, JB, top
Trying to
right.
hit Keanu,
There's no
no.
stamina
Yeah,
right.
yeah, yeah.
Respawn
Three.
safe, respawn safe.
Look at
Respawn
Viet,
safe,
Viet
respawn.
center.
Send it to respawn.
Down.
Close
Figure
now,
you
watch
top
for
mid,
reset.
Gonzo.
They're gonna send right, they're gonna send right. Watch for right side set, watch for right side set.
Himself.
I'm going top right.
Zodiac
Play
AB,
loose, play
top
loose,
left.
play loose. Fight for space, fight for space, fight for space right now. Just watch it.
35.
Everyone's
They're
top
going
right.
top, they're going top, they're going top,
Take
they're
every
going
time we
top.
come
No,
back
they're
here.
not, they're not, they're not, they're not.
30
Left
seconds.
sacred.
I'm vortexing here. It's all
Step,
runs.
step, step. They're gonna
Send
send,
right.
sending,
Send
sending,
right.
sending. Get out,
Send
get out,
right.
get out, get out, get out, get out. Help our blues, help our blues. Path for our blues, path for our blues, path for our blues. Zerg into it, Zerg into it. Go ball left now, go crash. Crash ball left now, crash ball left now, crash ball left now. Fuck it, they're just staying in. What the fuck? Just crash them all, kill them all.
Thank
In
you.
the
Should
top,
be
in the
good.
top,
Fresh
in the top,
entry
in the
from
top,
right
in the top, in the top, in the
10
top, in the
Yep.
top.
We just dog here. We dog here.
Just dog, stop.
Xbox
Just stop.
dealer.
Zerg left, just
You gotta
numbers,
counter
we
dash.
have numbers, we have numbers, we have numbers.
Top left
Fight back,
sacred.
fight back,
Sacred
fight
mid
back,
right.
fight back.
All right, I'm showering this left. You can get out through it. You can get out through left mid.
They're hitting cleanse, they're hitting cleanse.
I'm still sitting on him.
Get my grab.
I'm vortexing bot center. Do you clump that?
Step.
He's out.
35.
Right.
I'm going.
35. We'll go with
I'm
something.
going
We'll go with
left,
something.
grabbing
Yo,
the
we're
left.
gonna look right. Look right. Look right. Look right. Look right.
30
Ready to move right. Get ready to move right. It's 3. Bottom right 2. Yo, bot right. Bot right. Bot right. Bot right. Bot right. Bottom right. Bottom right. Bottom right. Bottom middle. Bottom middle. Bottom middle.
Oh, that's fat.
Fuck it. We win this shit. Fuck it. We win this shit.
20 seconds.
Oh, they all died. In the ball left. In the ball left. In the ball left. In the left. In the left. Everyone just zerg together. There's no numbers. Everyone zerg bot. They have nothing. They have nothing. Everyone zerg.
They have a
Everyone zerg.
spear
Shove
center
on the top
point
left.
right now.
Shove on the
417 should die.
top left.
417 should die.
Everyone
Kill
there.
417. It's a spear. You should never be here.
Look the top left. Look the top left. Look the top left. Look the top left.
Well, we can hold them.
Look the left. Everyone get angles on left
One.
side. Look the
Left
left. Look the left. Look the
Next
left.
in 52
37.
seconds.
Let Bear smite
Bear,
down.
setting, kill bear.
Nice, nice, nice.
Get your
45.
kegs, get your kegs, get your
Feeling that
kegs.
group?
Good comms.
Get your kegs,
40.
get your kegs. Everyone should have like more than 40 cleanse right now, so just drop kegs anywhere. Kegs are huge now, kegs are
35.
huge now.
I'm sacred on the alley.
VGIGs, VGIGs, this is
Yeah,
gonna be your
Melon.
last
30.
repair grab. VGIGs 5 and 6 is your last grab repairs.
Watch this, I'm getting behind you.
Be your last grab for repairs.
Healing you, beer out.
20.
Does it ever tech to pop grip pot when you light a keg so you can't get staggered out of it?
15.
That's crazy. I didn't know about that.
Wait a second.
10 seconds.
A lot of ramparts.
Up here, bro.
I got a
I'm
kill.
looking at
5,
ramparts. W.
4,
I'm
Pushing
serious.
in, watch the push, watch the push.
2,
Oh my god, you got another one.
respawn down.
They're
Next in
falling.
51 seconds.
Hey, you guys are winning that left. You guys
Look
are
at
winning that
RB
left
center
right.
point. RB center point should die.
Yo,
RB top
RB
left,
five.
slit one.
Half HP.
I tripped him.
He's tripped, he's tripped, he's tripped, he's tripped.
40.
You got the, you got out, you got out, you got out. Yo, look at only bruiser left side, only bruiser left side.
Something nitrogen.
Nitrogen. Oh, yep, you got it. Nice.
35.
Sacred top left.
Grabbing bot.
They're stepping,
See
they're
it.
stepping,
Bot
they're
mid,
stepping.
Shotgun,
Watch
shotgun
the
raise.
step, watch the
I'm on
step.
Moors. Look at Moors.
Back to Halo.
Tetra.
Watch
Yeah.
the
Look
step,
on bottom.
you're on, they're on.
25.
Careful
They're
left,
heavy
careful
there,
left,
bro.
careful
They
left.
may be coming.
Tetra no
Take dinner
tomb.
this
They're
time.
looking for something, they're looking for
20.
something. Just play together.
I'm
you
smiting
guys.
Tetra. Tetra no tomb.
Sacred top left.
Look right,
Mid
look
left,
right,
side.
right, right,
If we
right,
crash on
right.
Tetra, this guy
Healing
dies.
swigs.
Kill Petra, they're crashing right, they just threw shit right.
10
Pull in, look at
seconds.
top, heel, top left,
Bruiser
you're winning,
only.
top left,
Grabbing
you're winning.
mid
Left side,
I'm
you're winning.
vortexing here. You
They're
can
crashing right,
declump.
they're crashing right, they're crashing right, they're
Guys,
crashing right, they just crashed right, get out of right, get out of right, get out of right.
Showered behind them. They're caught. They're caught. They're caught.
Respawn down.
Fuck it,
Next
just go
in
back into it
51
somewhere, just go into it
seconds.
somewhere, just throw your
Top
butt,
right,
pull your
top
death,
right,
pull your death, pull your death,
I
solo death,
hate
fuck
CK. I
it.
hate these trees.
Go left, go to left.
Top ramp here.
Go left, go bot left, go bot left, go bot left, go bot left, go
Oh
bot
my
left,
gosh,
go
that
bot
route
left.
actually worked.
They're looking, they're throwing resending, they're resending, they're resending, they're resending, they're resending, they're resending. Everyone again, we're gonna go again, we're gonna go
Here's
again.
Alex,
What do you
get
have
ready.
left? What do you have
30.
left? Get ready.
Have that
Zerg these guys
miicrow.
left, we can win this left. Get ready, get ready, get ready. We're gonna go right side, get ready, go right side.
25.
Oh, fuck it, they're coming into us. Bottom 3, ball left 2, everything ball left now, ball left now, ball left now. They came into us, they came into us. They took the bait, they
Take
took
your
the bait,
ball
kill them
left.
all, they all should die, they all
More
should
Mid
stuff
die.
left, sacred.
I showered behind
They get out,
them.
they get out, they get out, they get out, they get out, they get out.
Clapping, are they
Clapping.
They're resending it, they reset it, they reset it,
10
they reset it, they
seconds.
reset it. Just stick together, stick together, stick together, stick
Look
together.
at
Top left. Look at top left. Look at top left.
Top
Yes,
left,
yes,
top
yes.
left, top left, top left, top left, top left, top left, left side, die.
Look at Viet. Viet center point. Tripping Viet. Trip Viet. Viet can die.
We're gonna go again in 5. Get ready. It's gonna be our road. Get
Strategy.
ready. Bottom right road in 3. Bottom right in 2. Bottom right now. 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 Ball right. Ball right. In the ball right. In the ball right. In the ball right. In the ball
Clapping,
right.
man.
They all die. Kill them all.
Our road's a
Forward, forward,
little
off point.
fucked.
Chase them off. Chase
Yeah.
them off. Chase them off. Chase them off.
Yeah, just send your group in.
35.
My group will hold this.
Grabbing bot right, grabbing bot right.
Behind
Yep, butter
They
dead.
sent again. They sent again. Everyone
30.
go in.
I'm
Everyone
in the
ball
mid
left.
right.
Everyone go in the
I'm
left
in
side.
the
Everyone
mid
ball
right.
left. Everyone ball left.
Mid
Ball
left,
left. Look
sacred.
left side. Look left side. It's fat. It's fat. It's fat.
Regrab.
We have way more numbers. Kill them all. Kill them all. Kill them all. Kill them all.
Look at
Twenty.
Wiggles. Look at
Mid
Wiggles.
Kill
right.
him, just kill him. Wiggles, Wiggles, RB1. Wiggles.
Vortex in here.
We can just look top. We can
Running
perma
for
look
my
top. We
life.
can perma look
Bruiser's
top. They have
fast.
no
Hold
numbers.
on.
They have no numbers.
I see you.
10 seconds.
Only
Good,
bruiser,
good.
only bruiser, only
Prog.
bruiser, only bruiser, only bruiser.
This Dutch hammer and Prague guy.
Yeah,
5.
Sacred's top
They have to
left.
reset. They have to
On that road,
reset.
clapping.
Yo, everyone go crash the road. Get ready
Grabbing
to
the
crash the
left.
road.
1.
In 3,
Respawns down.
2,
Next
1.
in
Fuck it. Go hit our
51
road. Go crash our road.
seconds.
Get these guys out. Get these guys out. Get these guys out. End the ball, end the
45.
ball.
Tripping Moors. Trip Moors. Oh, what? He just got the
40.
iframe of the century. Zodak.
Sacred's on that
35.
alley.
I'm body blocking his charge.
Airport.
He's gone.
They should reset. They surely should.
30
They are
seconds.
resetting. They are resetting.
Can we kill Butter if I trip him?
Butter. Kill butter.
I'm tripping him.
Kill butter, kill butter.
Oh, they're baiting butter.
Jab.
They're baiting butter.
Clap.
20.
Watch the wrap. Watch the wrap. They're
Sacred's
wrapping
on
these guys.
Swigs.
Watch out. Watch out. Watch out.
In the middle.
15.
I'm grabbing out here now.
They're pushing. They're
Moors.
pushing. They're pushing
They
again.
might
They're
grab one
pushing
more
again.
from behind.
10 seconds.
Grabbing his
Watch out. Watch out. They ran in. They had a couple quads
Running
weekend.
through.
They had a couple quads.
Shock him,
Times
shock him.
increasing
They
in
beat us.
5.
You guys killed them.
Nice.
You guys killed
They got a
them.
good amount on point,
2.
actually.
Nice.
Yeah.
1.
Not a point, not a point, not a
Respawn
point.
down.
Mid left,
Nexus,
sacred. They're heavy
59
right.
seconds.
Sacred's mid right.
I have debt.
It's a step point. We have death. We have death. We'll go early. Yeah, we're going early. Get in and out quick. If you're late, don't fucking bother. We're gonna go. We're gonna go
50.
top right. Get ready. Right
Become
side
Nova.
3. Right side 2.
Right,
Top
right
right now.
side,
Fresh
good.
top right now. Top right now. Top right now.
Top right?
Get in out quick. Get in out
45.
quick. Get in out quick. Get in out quick. Get in out quick.
Step
Get in out quick.
five,
Quick.
right
Get out.
here. Vortexing
Get out,
here,
get out,
declump.
They're crashing now.
Three
Fully
crashing.
crash. They crash. They crash. They
Coming,
crash. They
Len,
Now help
do
our blues.
you-
Help our blues top right now. Help our
Thank you.
blues top.
Sorry,
Help our
go to
blues
mid-right.
top. Everyone get
35.
down. They're all low.
Jags,
They're all low. They're all low.
Now,
They're all low.
stun
They're all low.
Jags,
Stick in.
speed
Stick in.
down,
Stick in.
down.
Stick in. Stick in. Stick in. Stick in.
Danzig, you're
Everyone
gonna
to the
sacred
left,
bot left there,
everyone to
pop
the
for
left,
us.
everyone to the left, everyone to the left, everyone to the left, everyone to the left, everyone to the
My
left.
grab's top left.
Look top left, look top left.
Vortexing here. And left mid.
20.
Zodiac.
Take
Get
your
ready to
time.
go again, get ready to
Take
go
that
again,
break.
get ready to go again. It's gonna be bottom again in 3. Bottom again in 2. Everyone bottom left, everyone bottom right, bottom right, bottom right, bottom right, bottom right, bottom right, middle, bottom middle, bottom middle, bottom middle.
10.
It looked like 50, I couldn't tell.
Keep stepping. They're gonna send again, they're gonna send again, they're gonna send again, they're gonna
Oh,
send
yeah,
again.
they
I have
are.
debt again.
3.
Take your top center.
We
So
have debts
heavy.
again, we have
Where
debts
you're at,
again, we have
guys,
debts again, we
GG.
have debts soon, we have debts soon.
Next
20
in
minutes debts.
59.
We have healer stepping top point if I get a bruiser. I'm gonna vortex top here. I think I'll crash at top in a second.
Ready for next set, ready for next
Left
set.
sacred. Yeah.
Yeah, step
Right,
right,
step
step
one,
right,
go,
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 go.
go.
If they end up going our road,
healers, get ready to swap.
Yeah, I'm going
Get
top
ready,
right.
just get ready,
Go
get
on.
ready. They're just
40.
off point, they're just off point. Just take the point, just take the point. They're off point, they're off point. They're crashing left, they're crashing
Take your top
left.
right.
Suck me
Climb.
off. Left.
35.
It's not a
Playing
good crash
They
from
just do
them.
shit, they just do shit, they just half
Okay,
crash.
yeah, I'm playing life as well.
Get ready,
Yeah,
we're
yeah,
gonna crash
playing
bottom,
life
get ready to crash
now.
bottom right, get ready,
Yeah.
bottom right 3, yo, bottom middle
Push our
2.
inner
They still have dead
Bob
out.
it down, bob it down, bob it down,
25
bob it down, bob it down, bob it down, bob it down. Get everyone
Popping.
here, everyone here,
Oh,
everyone
I
here,
got fucking
everyone here.
exploded in that.
Healing
Stick in,
micro.
stick in, stick in, stick in,
Take your
stick in.
top point.
No.
Get out,
Can I get a
top,
bruiser
get the top,
top
get
point
the
to help
top.
with
Help our
healers?
blues, help our blues, help our blues. Fight back, help our blues, help our blues, help our
Seconds
blues.
response.
Healing
Push the
squeaks.
top, push
Winning
the top,
position
push the top, push the top, push the top, push the
Yep.
top,
I'm sitting
push the
top.
top.
I'm sitting top.
5 seconds.
I have to get off
Don't
the
let the
point.
top, don't let the loose step top, don't let the loose step top.
One.
Top, top, top,
Respawn
top,
I'm
top,
getting
top,
off
top,
point
top,
wrapping.
Put a
Seconds.
sacred on me.
Just wrap, everyone wrap.
Grabbing
Just
top mid.
respawn here in 5. Just wrap, just wrap, just wrap, just wrap, just wrap, just wrap, just
Respawn
wrap,
now.
just wrap. Just wrap, just wrap, just wrap and live, wrap and live. Everyone play top, everyone play top, everyone play top. Come to top left,
60
come
off.
to top
Yeah, I'm
left.
getting off point.
45.
3, 2,
All in all.
1, left side all in, left side all in,
Yeah,
left
it's
side
like
all
two
in,
of the
left side
kills
all
were
in.
just hitting me
40.
bot, right? So they're not stepping, but
Get in, everyone get in, everyone get in fort, everyone get in fort.
Split
Oh shit,
respawn.
I got the premise.
set up for
You
an
died
anti
Get all
before
caps,
point.
get all caps,
Respawns
everyone
are in
through, everyone through.
33.
Drop ice, don't let
Died
them in,
after
don't let them
point.
in.
Respawns
Go through
are
B, go through B.
I-
Yo, repair parts, get in,
I'm
repair
unstuck,
parts,
I'm
get in,
unstuck.
repair parts,
Yeah,
get in,
I'm
repair parts, get in.
If I die,
Keep
I'm
preparing
For
it,
the
keep
point,
preparing it.
45.
Everyone through B,
After
everyone through
point,
B, everyone through
15.
B,
Try to
everyone
get
through
there
B, everyone
quick.
through B.
Yeah, I'm
Keep
going
preparing
to
B,
B as well.
keep preparing B, keep preparing B.
You mean
keep preparing
A?
B.
Repair
My bad,
A.
A, my bad, A, my bad, fuck it.
Yeah, A is gone.
A is gone, A is gone. Just come to B, just match them, just match them, just match
They're
them. Don't
priming,
get
they're
picked off.
priming, they're priming.
They're priming, they're gonna prim, yeah, of course they're gonna prim. Don't get picked off,
Before the
don't get
point,
picked
your
off, don't get
respawns
picked
are
off.
in
Don't
5.
Don't throw your life
Yeah.
away, don't throw your life
Take your
away.
team right on
Live,
point.
live, just live,
Two,
just live, just live.
1.
I'm on the
Respawns
left
Yo,
side.
just wipe
down.
like
Next
fire.
respawn in 50
Yo, all
They
kill
can
squads
rush.
to the stage, all kill squads to the stage, all kill squads go stage, all kill
Those
squads
are-
go
I'm
stage.
actually gonna
All kill
go.
squads go stage.
I got two with the keg.
Step point, 1 through
remaining,
6 step, 1 through
45.
6 step, 1 through 6 step, aimball step, 1 through 6 step, they're crashing right, they're crashing
40
right, they're crashing right,
seconds.
get the fuck out, get out, get out, get out, get out,
See
pull in, pull
microw.
in, pull in.
Yeah, I'm good, I'm good.
Live,
35.
live, we're gonna crash in 5, we're gonna crash in 5, it's gonna be left side 3,
Healers are
left
top,
side 2,
I'm up
bottom
top
middle
B,
left,
it's
bottom middle
sacred
left, bottom
now.
middle left, now.
Vortexing here.
Mid left, sacred.
Mid left, mid left, mid left, mid left. Now step, now step, now step. Now live. They have
Look
step,
at RB
they have
top
step.
center. RB top center. Tripping.
Yeah.
You're gonna
Oh,
stay
the
in
beast is
5.
good,
Just
right,
live,
good.
just live,
Right
Dead.
now.
just live.
Stairs on you, Ali. I'm gonna get a beat
Don't
now.
get picked off. We
15.
got everybody. Don't get picked off. Don't get picked off. Don't get picked off now. Just keep staying. Yo, we can win. We can win.
Right,
We have
sacred.
nobody. We have nobody. We have nobody. Look right. Look right. Look right. Everything right. Everything right. Just go right. Kill everything right. Kill everything right. Kill everything right. Kill everything right.
Stagger him, stagger him, stagger him. Don't kill, don't kill, don't kill, don't kill, don't kill.
Look at point. Look at point. All damage. Look at
Kill
point.
now,
All
kill now,
damage,
kill now.
all damage, look at point.
Nerd,
Yo, look
top
at
right,
it, look
nerd,
at yo,
top
look
right.
at chat, look at hell,
I'm on him, I'm
everyone
on
look
him.
hell,
Kill her,
everyone
kill
look
her,
hell.
look up better,
Look at
look
hell,
up
I'm tripping
kill
nerd.
this guy, kill this guy.
Nerd.
Shocking, you're
That's
shocking.
unlit keg in hell, that's
I'm
unlit
following.
keg in hell, that's their
Dead,
keg.
dead.
And everyone back to A-door, everyone back to A-door, everyone stack A-door, everyone stack A-door, everyone stack A-door.
I need that.
Stack A-door, stack A-door, stack A-door, stack A-door.
Yo, Jingle, you got me or what?
Where Where you at? You at A?
I'll blow a horn for you. I'll blow a horn if you drop.
Blow the horns. Blow
I
the
don't
horns.
have
I got you. I got you. Blowing the horn.
Check it out.
Go for it. Send it. Send it. Send it.
Two, one now, send it now, send it now, send it now. In the A, in the A, in the A. Kill all these guys, kill all these guys. Don't let them through, don't let them through, don't let them through.
Just inside choke.
Kill them all, fuck it, kill them all. Stick
I'm out
in,
here.
stick in, stick
Yeah,
in.
you're in a sacred.
Oh yeah. Oh
Kill
yeah.
everyone.
I'm blowing another
Kill the
horn.
stragglers on point.
Oh,
Now
bro,
we kill
when
these
he
guys
comes
on
in.
point. Now we kill these guys on point.
Upping.
Doing a charge debt
No,
combination.
there's so one.
I think it's pretty good.
Charge debt. The classic.
Kills at the end. W.
Spooky at the end, dude. They just like took complete control around playing.
No, they
What
didn't.
happened to the kill squads?
They didn't take
Everyone
control
got
of top
bored, bro.
left. That's where they got kegged.
User disconnected from your channel.
They never
Yeah, they got
expect the
packed
keg. They got
User
windshield into that
disconnected
keg
from your
too.
channel.
God.
You're still running it?
Yeah.
Oh my
Ain't no
God.
way.
Hell yeah.
That's crazy. 188 to 60 assists, damn.
Try to get another 0, Gonzo. Next time. GG's.
I play like too much
GGs.
restart for that.
User
Alright,
disconnected
GGs.
from your channel.
GG's.
User disconnected from your channel.
GG's.
User
Jeez.
disconnected from your channel. Disconnected.
Those two companies, they are usually like comp with each other in a sense that the fights are close. What we kind of just like lost a crash and then they just got to fort. When we went for a crash where we probably didn't need to, like it was like 0 to 25% tick. We went for a crash, we lost it, and we just got to fort because of that. But oh well. But no, the only IG I have in this character is this one. So and it has wind chill on there, so it's like what the heck? Let's just try to make it work. I really appreciate how you talk normal voice during war. I mean, sometimes I will repeat stuff 2 to 3 times, but it's only if it's not being acted upon. So it's like, if someone's lit one and no one is killing them, I'll just keep calling their name and the location over and over and over again until he dies. So like that happened to their IGVGs a lot, because their IGVGs kept forcing themselves into positions that were really risky, and then they'd burn cooldowns, so then I'd just keep smiting them so they wouldn't have cooldowns. And we just bullied them the entire time. Why is my Discord like complete black screened right now? Oh, okay. Now it's not. Cool. GG miicrow learned how to play that build. Much better. Which build were you on? Crashes all the fun. Color probably got bored. Yeah, I mean it's like the classic when you have like a bruiser that's the shot caller. You're just gonna go for crashes that make 0 sense. It's like the same issue that Whirl has, where he'll go for like it'll be 0% point tick. The other team hasn't crashed first, and he'll just go for a crash. The other team lives it, they counter crash, and they just get the point. It's like, why did we crash there? How do you have so many doubloons? I just do the day, like the weeklies, but like there's nothing to really do with them. Like on this character, I farmed a bunch at the beginning, but like, what am I gonna get? Like Survivor's Coat or Ghostly Touch? Like both these are like kind of terrible, aren't they? Like Survivor's Coat's like arguably decent in open world, but I don't know. IG Flail, gotcha. I'm like overemphasizing some of the things there to make a point, but like you see how much I'm rapping and you see how much I'm dropping showers behind them and how I'm trying to body block them and like windshield them back into the clump. Like I'm sort of over exaggerating that. Like I don't think I really need to be going that wide. The tick was like super low, so it wasn't really a bad thing to get off the point for some of those situations. And that's where you like turn on the IGBG brain. But then there are other situations where we had like a 50-50 headbutt on point where, I don't know if you saw, but like I was dodging with flail out so that I had to give relentless buff to people. Not with IG out. Like I was being really greedy and it paid off. And like we lived in some of those spots. It's like little tiny techs. But this character has like pretty abysmal gear, to be honest. Like health, thrust, enchanted, like this is good. Hasted Vigor is good if I have the boots, but I don't have the boots. Like it's not the worst perk in the game. Like it's viable. But that one's a little questionable. I don't really like health. This one also has health. I don't really like health. Other perks are good. I don't like health. I don't like health, so I don't know. It's like if I take off the health, well, I can't do that because it gives me stats, right? But if I switch, like, do I have a health piece that isn't magnify? Do all these have magnify on them? God, why does everything have magnify on it now? Well, I guess I could switch to focus, just like this for general. Like, say I had 65 con, so I have... I don't like doing that for a demonstration. That just sounds so stupid. Let me go to 200 con and show you the difference between, like, a health and a not health. Like, that would probably be better. So at 200 con, I have 18,617, right? Take off a health piece. I have 18,168. And what was it with it on? 168. So I added like 500 health. Like, I don't know. I feel like 500 health is just like not a lot. Like each dead was hitting me for like 1,000 or 2,000 damage, so like. Survivability is key though to keep those buffs up. Yeah, I mean the trick with flow IG is you switch to IG. When you have IG out, relentless buff isn't active. Like you can see on my bar. Oh, actually I have to be in combat to see. But you know, when you have an IG out, you don't have a tower shield equipped, so the relentless debuff goes away. So that's the whole basis there. I have a vital synergy Frigid Dawn piece. I mean, yeah, it's really nice. Frigid Dawn, I think the only concern is its lower gear score, so you get less stats. But per piece on Frigid Dawn, it's pretty nice. See, the other thing I wanted to do today was kind of go over the New World League draft process and kind of how teams valued which players and kind of like where I think teams stand. And the only reason why I wanted to do it now is because this starts tomorrow, and I wasn't really planning on doing it, but then like I had like 5 people ask me, I was like, hey, what do you think about the New World League stuff? What do you think about so-and-so being drafted there? Like I don't really care about the players as much, I care about the trends. So like kill squad players going early, healers going early, like that kind of thing is the more interesting part to me. Let me see if I could pull up the New World League draft stuff. I don't think I'm gonna do G League because I don't know enough about the people in G League, and like so a couple of the G League draft slots were just like really hard to interpret. So like Pebble was taken really early in G League because what do you call them? KOS did not have like a flail at the time that could run relentless, so it was like some drama with that. I didn't get picked Sag. There's no way you signed up. You just did not sign up. I also wish I had something better than a screenshot, but this is what I was given, so. But I could draw on this and we could talk about some of the picks. Like the obvious like first thing to point out is if you look at like these first, I'd say 3 rounds, every single player here is playing in Kill Squad, and for the most part, they're in Group 9 or Group 10. Group 9 and Group 10 are considered to be the hardest like Kill Squad spots to play, because if like this is the point, like you have like what 7 and then 8 and then 9 and then 10's like somewhere like way out here. So like 9 and 10, if those lose, then the other team can just like wrap inward on the other Kill Squad, so it's like really important for them to live. And depending on what each team valued, they drafted people higher to support those. So like Brick, for example, he's honestly like a very obvious #1 overall. Like it's not debatable between him and Curio at the moment. And that's just because I say this because Curio was drafted like #1 overall before. But like Brick plays Group 9, which is the hardest one to heal in NA, and he plays Group 10 in EU, and he plays those for the best companies on both servers. And he plays the hardest role. So it's like, yeah, he should be consensus #1 overall. He's playing the healer, which is the spot where if it dies, everyone else dies. And he's playing it for the hardest company. So I'm like not surprised he went #1 overall. The main thing that surprised me with healers in this, I'll get into this later. Chewy's like similar spot where he'll be playing one of those Kill Squad ones. Same with Viblo, I imagine. Curio being drafted early is like, I mean, early, but not really early. Curio's 4th overall now, was previously #1 healer, and like #1 overall. So I think that like it still like is very valuable though to draft like Curio that early. Like getting Curio like 19 is like a steal from a healer perspective. In terms of the other stuff that was taken early, like we see Cyblo, they basically are just like, hey, we're taking all of our Kill Squad players like very early on. Like Coca, a very good IGVG for that like kind of 8-9 fight. They also, keep in mind, they have Stern, so Stern's also a good IGVG, so they basically end up with 2 IGVGs that are very good, like very, very early. And I'd say right now there's a pretty big skill gap between the so-so IGVGs and a very, very good IGVG, so that was not super surprised to see that. Then from like a general theme from like these first, like I'd say 5 rounds, if you look at this, like KOS, these guys are basically prioing boomers. Anyone that is over the age of, I'd say, 25 was drafted by them with a high prio. No, they picked people that were like T1 like a year and a half to 2 years ago, but aren't necessarily proven in the current day and age. So that's like the big thing with them. Like Brick, he plays right now, so like there's no question with that. Bert, from my understanding, had not played in a long time. He's done like 1 or 2 wars since he signed up for New World League. When Bert played, he was consensus for the best fire staff in AEU and NA. But like the skill discrepancy between like Berg and like the next fire staff, which is Aang going at 29, in my opinion, is not that big in hindsight to like warrant selecting Bert like what, 4th overall? Yeah, player 1, 2, 3, no, 6 overall. So like I don't think like it, like the discrepancy there doesn't really justify this in my opinion. But like from a general standpoint, that's what Beast is doing, is they're prowling these old players that were considered to be like the best in the game. Viblo is newer, so he breaks that trend. Gurge is older, Impunity is older. Impunity's had like a really good showing with like Marvel Rivals recently. And I'm a little surprised he went this late, to be honest, because of that. It's like he hasn't played the game, but he's played other games at a very high level. And these other bruisers like Beefy, C-West, Coop. Did Brucey go before him? No, Brucey went after. So it just went this other way. So it's just like Beefy and C-West that went before him. So it's like I'm a little surprised he didn't go earlier than that, even, to be honest, even as number 4. But like you do see the trend there, like Dex Demon, old player, Flond, old player, Kier, Vu, like Annie, like it's just like a constant trend throughout their draft, where they're drafting players that were really good back in the day, but aren't necessarily proven to be great now. Like Clay, but Clay has proved, like he's been in some wars now that are pretty good as well. Custom, NATO, like Custom, for example, has had like really, really bad showings as of recent, which is probably why he got traded from Team Beast to Cyblau. But when he played, he was considered to be one of the best bruisers in the game. So it's like one of those where you're banking on people that I would say probably have like somewhere between a 65 to 75% hit rate, and you're taking them like very early on. So it's like a very like hit or miss kind of thing, all wash list. I mean, that's kind of what it is. I mean, like anytime people come back to a game and they were very good when they played, they typically either will still be as good as they were, like they'll be as good and will be insane, or they will just be irrelevant, and there's usually not a ton of between. Like you don't see people from like sports like retire and come back like very often. Like you wouldn't see like Kirk Cousins like get signed to another team for as much of the contract that he just got when he got benched off the Falcons. Like you don't see that again. And like Beast was heavily prioling those people, which I would argue that they should be probably prioling the people that have been playing recently and are proven to be good recently early on. And then like maybe when we start getting down to this like picks 20 through like 40 range is like where you start taking some risks. But they were prioling like risky players as soon as they're like their second pick. So that's like the interesting thing with Team Beast. That being said, like I think that team has the highest potential, but they also have the lowest floor just because of the variability of the people that they drafted and people coming back. And that will be the interesting thing to see with them. The best you could do is people that were good 2 years ago. Yeah, I mean, and then like some of that too is just comes down to like on top of them like not playing for a long time. It's just the game has changed. I wouldn't say a lot, but it's changed like enough to where some roles are played pretty differently. So like Firestaff, when Bert used to play, like I'm using Bert as this example, but he'll probably be fine because he was like an insane player at the time. But like Firestaffs at the time when like Bert stopped playing, I think we're mostly playing like Firestaff Rapier, like very, very low con, and we're just nuking everybody. But now everybody's tankier, and Firestaffs are playing higher con and they're slotted with IG, which means like the individual impact from a fire staff, I don't think like the magnitude of like having an insanely better fire staff player is as there, but I'd like to be proven wrong on that. So that's something I thought was kind of interesting. And then also like from a healer standpoint, I thought it was kind of interesting that healers were drafted like so much by some teams early. I would say it's like it was less than in previous drafts, but like one of the reasons why you see this trend is healers just don't die as much now. Like from a healers' main problem historically is like living. People don't really care about heal timings as much, but I'd argue that's like where you really see the impact between like good healers and like so healers. But in terms of living, like you have grit pots now, which give you uninterruptible, which is the same effect that Stoneform gives. So it's like healers had this 5-second immunity button, and now they have like another 10-second immunity button. And this is like cooldowns like what, 20-25 seconds? Like depending if you run Refreshing Toast or not. So it's like healers should not really be dying unless they're like really, really caught out. And if they're really, really caught out, like you have a lot of questions about positioning at that point. And I think because of that, like the healer draft stock like kind of sunk a lot. Like from a previous draft standpoint, like you'd probably see 10 healers picked in these first 10 rounds. Are healers actually running grit pots? It depends on the spot. For kill squad ones, yeah, they are. Because you could run grit pot and you could run mana pot, right? But the problem is you can't run grit pot and you can't run regen, and regen pots give you mana. You could also go for the stam pots on healer, but it's like 3 stam. Like I don't think it's super significant for healer to like run the stam pots over like regen at that point. Like regen would probably be better. So I thought that trend was kind of interesting. From KOS, this is the team I got traded to but wasn't drafted to originally. They very clearly, like if you just look at this from a high level, they took like a very bruiser-oriented core. So they're like bruiser, like these first like, 6 picks, they take 4 bruisers. And they already have Whirl on their team. So, and they have Sweezy. So like they have 6 bruisers locked in by the time they're in round 6, which is just crazy. And so like from a KOS standpoint, like it's pretty obvious how KOS is pointing to win. They're pointing to win by main diffing with main ball. I think there's an argument that bruisers have more impact now because some bruisers that have come back to the game that were very good at the time are no longer as good. And I would think there's also an argument that bruisers are kind of just playing a rhythm game now where they're on Great Axe 90% of the time. They aren't on Warhammer anymore. They're on Great Axe to keep empower stacks up and to farm Deado. And then once they have Deado, they're detonating like every 25 to 30 seconds. So like the tempo has increased significantly. And by doing that, it gives bruisers like less time to get neutral kills. Like you saw that in the last war I did where like we were getting a lot of neutral kills, but that's mostly just like a skill diff, like to be honest. So like I don't really know how to judge that. You see like KOS comes around eventually to drafting kill squad, but they're kind of late to the game at this point. Like you have all of these kill squad players go off the board. Well, I guess I got one, but they have like a lot of like really good kill squad players like come off the board and they kind of like sneak in to like towards the end. But if you look at like the comparison of like when these bruisers are drafted, like there's almost a bracket where you have like bruisers drafted here, and then like your next bruiser, like I guess there's on ice too, but like your next bracket of bruisers is like down here. Like there's like a solid like 5 picks where people are like, no, we're not picking bruisers here because we need to get other fundamental rules to be up and running, but bruisers are still valued highly. As a gamer using sports references, goddamn unicorn, I'm a Vikings fan. Kurt was my guy. Yeah. I mean, I think Kurt made more than Tom Brady did throughout his career, but I'm getting sidetracked. It's like kind of crazy if you think about it that way. Like in one way, he's more successful than the GOAT. Dex players were still drafted highly. This kind of surprised me because, to be honest, I don't think Bo is very good right now at all. Like I think if we did a class tier list today, Bo would be on the bottom 3. Like it would be like Bo, Greatsword, and Blunderbuss down there. And no one would really bat an eye towards that. But those players that play that role were still drafted very, very highly. So that was kind of interesting. Don't really know what to think about that. Some Firestaff players drafted highly, like Aang. And I think that's most of it for like the first, like I'd say 15 rounds. Is like general trend is get your bruisers, get your kill squad, start getting those healers where the dying matters a lot. And not as much focus towards other roles. is this game worth coming back to? I mean, it depends what you want to do. If you like main a game and you want to play that game for 40 hours a week for some reason, I'd say no. But if you want to play New World for like 5 to 10 hours a week, I'd say yeah, it's great for that. It's a game where you can play it semi casually right now. And I think once season 10 drops in 3-ish months, it will be a game that you could probably main for at least a month or two, and then kind of have to wait and see to see how the season 10 stuff is. I've seen some of those top bruisers. They are really mid in EU. I mean, I'd argue that EU bruisers are generally better than the NA ones I faced. Like, there were some NA bruisers that were, like, really, really dominant in EU as well. Like, A's was really dominant in EU, and he was really good in NA. I think NATO's on here, right? Yeah, I think NATO did EU as well with A's in EU, and he was very good. But, yeah, most of these players did not do well in EU. Like when we went over to EU, I think Impunity was with us, and, like, Impunity, like, got clowned on with from a EU side, but he's like a really good bruiser in NA because Impunity's in the spot where he has the hardest job, where he's forcing space into 15 people that could just instantly look at him and blow him up anytime they want. So he like that's what happened on EU, but on NA that doesn't really happen as much. And it's just like each meta plays very differently, so it's like it's hard to compare the two. Like on EU, the fundamentals of how point tank is played is like completely different, and that's like why when Kenneth played like EU and a point on point tank as NA's #1 draft pick on tank in a war, a T1 war, he went like 0-7, and then like EU like Angsy, like he went 0-0 and swapped to SNS BB and started blast shotting Kenneth in that same war. Like there's a very big disparity, and like some of those like fundamentals played in. Like Kenneth was running Relentless, and people were breaking a stand bar before the crash was happening, so that Kenneth couldn't dodge mid crash, and that's like a very NA thing with Relentless tank is to dodge with the Relentless shield mid crash. Like there's a lot of fundamentals that just change. That VOD was funny. The shirt off part or the Relentless part? No, I'm joking. I'm giving Kenneth shit, but no, he's good. He's playing the hardest role in the game by far, I think. Well, not by far, but like Relentless tank is like, it is so much harder than tank. Like it's like very hard to like understate that. It plays fundamentally like so differently. Like I don't know a single Relentless like tank player that tank player that swapped to Relentless and didn't have a war where they died like 7 or 8 times. Like it's just like everyone has that experience. It's rough. Let's see, what else is there to talk about? So we talked about how Team Beast is basically going for the boomers. We talked about how KOS was very main ball focused. Cyblau was kind of the opposite, where they're very kill squad focused or like wide fight focused. So like their first 4 picks, this is saying, hey, we're gonna win wide fight, and then they get their kill squad healer like later on. I thought it was really interesting that they didn't prio a kill squad healer like earlier on, and they prioed the damage players over the kill squad players. And I generally agree with their analysis, because healer I think is fundamentally a lot easier to play now than what it used to be, because you have so many get out of jail free cards. So like the damage players matter more because the healers have an easier job. With Dark Ascent, it's playable. I saw Ings with Dark Ascent. I mean, yeah. The idea with that is like, it's for a really niche purpose. It is in the case where people are breaking your stand before crashes, which is what EU does. You could use Dark Ascent as an iframe while you're in the air to dodge Deado. Usually Stoneform is just better. Like 99% of the time Stoneform's better. Like you could walk through ice showers. You get a lot more resistance to just damage in general. Like the stun immunity is insane, so that when you're actually shielding, it's great. But I think the aspect of grip pots being introduced with it makes it a little bit less troll, but I still view it as troll. But I still like, I think I generally prefer Flail to have Relentless on it than Tank, as someone that's played both. Just because Flail is like a lot easier to play, and there's not like a big difference if you have to up your con. Like we were talking about it like before stream, but like if you have 200 focus, like you have 3 seconds of immunity on Vortex. If you have 350, it's 5 seconds, and if you have like 250, it's 3 seconds, or sorry, 4 seconds. So, and like a lot of Flails are focused on like getting to 300 to get a perk that gets overwritten by other healers that are healing anyone at any time in any place. So it's like I don't really understand like the whole aspect of like Flails like running like excess focus when it's not completely needed, I think it's just kind of patty. But then like B, like it's not that hard to live with flail and force people off a point. Like if people focus you on flail relentless, you just like swap to IG and then they're wasting their time because they're gonna live because you have an IG. So I don't think it gets overwritten and stronger from healers the same buff. I'm sorry, that's what I mean. Like if I proc that buff on somebody, that cooldown tracks with the person that it procced with from testing I did. So it's like if I have it and then my other healer has it, like with 300 focus, it doesn't matter, right? Because each person's just giving them the fortify. So it's like if it doesn't matter, then like why would you focus it on a flail? I tested outside of yours, Crush. I tested it with, I think it was with Roland. But then, like, there's Healing Breeze, which it could make more sense to run that with a flail just to have 100% uptime. But yeah, it will take more with a healer as well. But then I'd argue also Healing Breeze lets you get stuff faster, which then get it, like, that's the main purpose of Healing Breeze, is just to get ult charge faster. It's not really the heal. Because the heal is, like, what, 200 to, like, 300 a tick. Like, it's not super significant. I'm starting to like Breeze. Yeah. So, like, in terms of top 15 picks, that was the general philosophy. We already kind of went through that. Later on in the draft, you start seeing, like, kind of unique positions come off the board. So, like, the most interesting part of the entire draft to me, but this is biased as a tank player, was that Team B selects Kenneth, and then they select Custom back-to-back. I would have thought you would select Kenneth and you'd select Dale, because Dale doesn't want to play Relentless on Flail, and Kenneth plays Relentless on Tank. So, like, naturally, they pair up. I've been told that that was done strategically, because they want less yapping on the point, if you will. And both those players like to yap a lot, so they wanted to separate them. But then it, like, instantly created a very weird situation. So, Team Beast has Moors as IGL. Moors is the only IGL that prefers to run Relentless as a flail player. So now you're drafting the Relentless tank with the Relentless IGL. So the major value from drafting Kenneth, in my opinion, was wasted. And it would have made way more sense to me to try to focus getting Dale in that spot so he can run the carry flail build with Moors on the Relentless flail build. And then just pick a tank later on, and it doesn't really matter what tank you pick because everyone's played that tank style. It's like relatively easier to play. Play without Relentless build feels kind of troll now, not gonna lie. If you're IGL, it makes some level of sense. I mean, the main problem with Moors running it is like there was already an incentive to just crash on top of an IGL's head and just kill them before because they're the IGL, and it makes it really hard for them to shot call. And now there's like double the incentive because he's the Relentless player. So like it's like the main knock on running it. But from the most part, Moors doesn't really feed on it, and he actually lives. So like I actually don't hate him running it on IGL, and I think it's actually an asset. Like if your IGL can run it, then you could run, you know, a carry flail build, and you could have a flail that's focusing top point, focused on like basically dueling people, tripping them, putting them on the ground, and killing them. So that's something that like Dale is very good at. And so I think it would have made more sense for Team Beast to draft Dale here if they're gonna not try to pair, if they're gonna try to decouple Dale and Kenneth, and then let Kenneth go to a different role, but instead they proud Kenneth first, which I thought was kind of interesting. I think the guy picked below Dalevar is a great pick personally. High Roland? High Roland's really good. Oh, you're talking about yourself. You're talking below like this. I thought you meant like this. There's a difference here. Alright, that's it, buddy. It's not comedy hour. I'm trolling. I'm a little surprised Cammy went that early too, to be honest. But like, not completely surprised, but just a little bit. Because like, Cammy's usually group 1 healer, and I'd argue group 1 healer is like a very, very easy role to play. And it's like, if you're going to start a healer in any role, I'd argue you start them on group 1 healer. Unless your group 1 healer is healing the Relentless tank, in which case you need a really good healer to do it. But like, you draft Cammy, you draft Dale, so like I guess you're forced into a Relentless tank. but then like you draft like I think they drafted like Essie like later on as the relentless tank that's never played like relentless, or she has played relentless, but it's like she hasn't played like relentless tank a lot. She's played it like once or twice and doesn't prefer doing it. So it's like the whole like point group like synergy wise, like this was like the most abysmal like draft I've ever seen. Like it should have been either Dale and Kenneth, or it should have been like Dale and me where I'm running relentless tank, I guess, which would have been fine, or like Kenneth and me. So no, Kenneth and me wouldn't make sense, but Kenneth and Dale or me would make some sense. Instead of like what ended up happening is like Kenneth's drafted to a team where they don't want him to run relentless, even though he's been focusing on running relentless on tank. Dale was drafted to a team that wanted him to run relentless on flail when he ultimately does not want to play relentless on flail. And then like Hyrule and I were just drafted together and like we're both cool with either role. But then I was traded with Dale because Dale didn't want to play that and Essie didn't want to play that. And then that created a whole bunch of drama in day 2 because then what's his name? Pebble was picked like early on in day 2 New World League draft to potentially play Relentless Flail for this company because they didn't have someone else that could play Relentless Flail, and then the draft happened and like everything basically just got completely fucked, and that's why drafts just started happening with tank players and flails. It's like no one really thought about like, hey, who's running Relentless and who is not. And by the way, like all this is happening while Relentless is bugged, and like this effect like doesn't work if someone's writing Vital Synergy on their armor. Like when they go below 50% stam, the effect is literally removed. So like the entire aspect of like valuing the Relentless Flail is for valuing it after season 9 when that bug is fixed. But it's just like a bunch of like tank drama that like didn't really need to happen for any reason. It was kind of weird. When is this New World League starting? First war? Tomorrow. That's why I'm talking about this today. Hopefully fixed in 2 weeks. Yeah. So like there's a whole topic or conversation of like, do you change how you're going to play because the Relentless isn't working completely, or do you play the Relentless because it works in the neutral, or like how do you view that? Like, I don't know. Like the reason why you would not run it on Relentless at this point is so you could be more aggro with the flail out, and you can run a kite shield, and with a kite shield with like either this or the one that has slash ward thrust or slash shield ward thrust shield ward on there. You can just like basically just duel anyone in the game, and you can use kite shield stagger to like get value and like stop people from like crashing. Like if bruisers are looking to crash in a certain spot, like say like bruisers looking to wrap this way and look for a crash like here. If I'm the flail player, I can look to smite like here, and then that staggers everyone and makes their whole crash slower. So like that's the value of running a kite shield. It also gives you CDR over defensiveness, which I think is valuable. Like, if you could pick one, tower or kite, you're generally going to prefer kite. But there's also, like, a good enough argument for tower to where it's not, like, one-sided. Kite seems like a strong choice for IGL, to be honest. IGLs have never run kite shield, and the reason why is usually your IGL is not very good at the game. Like, you take Apples, for example. Like, the guy has, like, 10 to 13 deaths per war. Like, why would I ever put Apples on something that's squishier when I should, like, realistically, Apples should always be on 500 con, 100 focus, tower, shield, maximum defensiveness, everything that you could throw out in the game to try to help him live more, like, build, because he's probably going to die a lot more otherwise. Like, that's why IGLs are, I mean, not valued with Kite Shield, though. And, like, the other aspect, too, is, like, say I run an IGL with a Kite Shield that doesn't really know what Kite Shield does, and say they stagger people out of a crash. Like, that's really, really bad. Like, if you give people, like, free dodge rolls out of crashes. Like, that's terrible. Like, that's literally how you grief and through a war. And there's a difference between, like, a flail with a trip whose range is, like, literally this big. Like, from here to the barrel, I could hit somebody. And, like, trying to use that on a tank player to, like, a giant stagger effect that literally hits this entire area and would stagger everybody. So that's why that's not right valued. But that's the tank portion of this aside. So that's all I have from a tank perspective. This why we traded you for the kite shield. I mean, you could run it either way, but that's the stirring the part. Dark Ascent is best. It's like a full heal when you need it. Yeah. I mean, it's very fun. But I haven't run it in a competitive war, but like there's so many things about it that seem like kind of troll. If you stay in crashes a lot, I could see where it could get a lot of value though. IGVGs, honestly, a lot more of them taken earlier than I would have expected. Like, I think most people right now slot somewhere between 2 and 4 IGVGs in an entire army, and then Void Blades are viewed a little bit differently. But throughout the, like, in this process, like, how many IGVGs were taken? What, 6 IGVGs for Team Beast? Like, this tiny number up here. And then 5 for the others, and then you have to keep in mind that, like, Stern's, like, already running IGVG, so, like, they basically have 6 too. Like, I still think more people should run, like, more IGVGs, and there's a lot of issues caused by not enough ice showers being on point. I mean, there should be 0 normal IGVGs and all blades if you're on meta. I mean, yeah, but like the issue with running so many blades is like half the blade players just tunnel on the fact that they're playing blade and forget that they're playing a hybrid role and that they need to shower crashes and need to be body blocking people trying to escape. And that's like 80% of why IGVG's even slotted in the first place, and the other 20% is for Oblivion. And like everything else is just a bonus. Like being able to duel people and force people back, like that's great, but like I don't know. Like I feel like people overvalue that a bit. But Blade is the only fun part, lol. I mean, yeah, but like, let's be real. Ice Shower hasn't been nerfed in 4 years and won't likely be nerfed forever. And it's a broken ability, and spamming that is generally a good way to win wars. Like, yeah, you could use like Flail Cleanse to like kind of get through it, but then you also have IGVGs that are like stripping the Flail Cleanse or should be looking to strip that immediately, which they're not doing. And like, that's another fundamental that's missing right now. Like, the skill discrepancy between, like, IGVGs that know what they're doing and, like, average IGVGs is, like, very, very large. So, like, I could see why a lot of IGVGs, like, went early on, even if Taka's, like, apparently not playing. I don't know if Taka's actually playing or not, but Taka said that they weren't going to play and somehow ended up in the draft and somehow got drafted. But that aside, like there's a very big skill discrepancy from people that are just clicking the buttons and people that, like, kind of know what they're doing, so... I mean, you could slot the bottom quads in standard, but like I would take a good blade over a normal IGVG any day of the week. I mean, that's fair, but like I feel like nullifying, like Orb is like such an underrated ability that I feel like it's hard to justify to some extent. Like being able to strip active buffs by 75% and not commit your body to a certain spot in a crash is just insane. And because that's the meta right now, like a lot of people have gone back to like fort stacking stuff and like doing buff stacking builds. And that's why you see like tanks like consistently running what do you call it? Well, I have the wrong tree on because this is I had to go do 3v3s for stuff, but like people were running Resolve running Resolve a lot more now. And like this was viewed as like a really troll ability back in the day. Because anytime someone would pop Resolve, you'd have like 10 IGVGs on the point, and somebody would just be tracking the tank's Resolve and would just strip it immediately. Like, I was doing that versus Lengod when Supple versus, like, dropouts first started. And, like, there's also other stuff with, like, stripping shield auras and things that people didn't really think about at the time, but I don't know. But those metas were just so weird. Like, I think when IGVG first started getting played, people were slotting, like, max con, like, only hitting, like, 250... going to rest in the con IGVGs in light for some reason because the light roll was better than the medium roll and the heavy roll, so you basically had a super tanky light player rolling around point, and it was just like freaking weird. Blade on heavy, huh? No, you do. Wait, you do blade on heavy now? You don't do blade on medium? You run Oblivion Blade Scream on heavy, and it's better than. Oh, you blade on heavy if you play point. Oh, I mean that makes sense. Yeah, like if you're utility, you'd go blade on heavy. But if you're damage wise, you'd probably want elemental conductors and medium. IGVG should understand they're not main characters. I mean, blade it's functionally kind of played like a main character. Like I don't know. Like I would argue that IGVG right now is sort of having an identity crisis, where it's like the old IGVG style was, hey, I have my 2 bruisers. They're looking to crash on Lemeth here. I'm gonna go try to shower behind Lemeth and scream this guy so he's in place and they blow him up. Like, that was like the old IGVG style, and like that entire thing has like transferred into this pressure-based style, which is, still has value, but then like I feel like you can't completely ignore the fundamentals. I don't even play Azoth conductors in medium, it's troll. Do you have to go defensive? Or are you like Void Darkblade, or are you Tumbler? Like, is there another option? Ginge? You're Invig stacking? What the hell? Why do you need to Invig stack, though? You have, like, 100% disease immunity already. Like, without Ginge, basically. Like, if I run 6 of these with Invig, or if I run 4 of these with Invig, this gets up to 64% plus 25% from Desert Sunrise is, like, at 89% or something like that. Because I chase group 8 healer and Narnia and win the fight for them and kill healers the entire war. I mean, I would agree that IGVG's utility is more important than, like the utility part of IGVG matters a lot more than the damage, but I feel like that's a cook. Though it does give you more slots. I mean, the dot part, in my opinion, doesn't really matter, but if you get it low enough and fire staffs aren't stacking like burning or like, I mean, they're running 250 int, so it really doesn't matter. Like, yeah, it would just be for Invig. I don't know. I can't be killed? I mean, if you can't be killed and you're getting killed, you're getting value, right? That's the fundamental. Get kills, don't die. I mean, I'm an Invig believer too, so I appreciate Invig being used more. Because anytime there's a neutral phase and I'm on Invig, I just don't have to pop a cleanse pot. And then I could use cleanse pot deliberately when I actually need it instead of having to spam it off cooldown. I mean, the other part about Ginge, like, I'm just talking about disease right now, but like the rend immunity, like the weaken immunity, like there's an argument that if you run Invig, you end up dealing more damage because you don't have to pop cleanse pot to get rid of weaken. The pressure I get by not having to give up space to play life is more valuable than the 10% damage. I could buy that. That's even playable on Bruiser. I saw a Bruiser VOD. I mean, like, I don't know how it is in EU, but like in NA right now, there's usually about a crash every 25 to 30 seconds. And when you have crashes faster than every 30 seconds, a lot of the fundamentals break down. So like Bruiser's popping cleanse before a crash. That's no longer constant, and your Bruisers are only popping cleanse before a Deado crash, right? And there's a difference between a pressure crash and a Deado crash. And if you're... it gets really weird, because like, in spots where people don't have cleanse pot now weaken's a lot better. So then stuff like Power Stone becomes very important. Stuff like using Smite on giant clumps instead of using it to just increase somebody's cooldowns becomes really important. Like, a lot of the fundamentals just change when you're crashing that fast. I would rather not be plagued, weakened, or rended than have 25% more armor. I just play 300 con anyways. All you need to do is play some flow in OPR and you'll be a believer in Invig. I mean, the argument for Dark Plate is for fort stacking stuff for the most part. So it depends who you're fighting. But yeah, the 20% is something that's really noteworthy. I think I actually got asked something similar to that the other day. Like, somebody was asking me, like, what if I run like a medium piece instead of a heavy piece in heavy? Like, how big of a hit is that? And I think they're cooking about... I mean, when they asked me that, like, there's either two things that I know they're doing. That they're running Ginge, or they're like... I mean, is LA Conductors medium bound? I think LA Conductors is medium bound. I mean, you could run the haste boots, I guess, but like, if you're in heavy, why would you never prio like the haste boots from the worm? Like, those are insane. So it's like, I don't know. I was just so confused by that question. That doesn't mean you have to stack more fortify. Oh, with running... Are we talking like with fort stacking with Void Darkplate stuff? there's other aspects that people don't really think about with Void Dark Plate, like some major downsides. Like, do I have it on this character? Yeah, I have it. So like, if you play SNS, like a lot of SNS players preach about Void Dark Plate, this sturdy shield passive effectively works like Void Dark Plate. Like, this is actual base armor, it's not a fortify. So then, like, the value, I mean, this comes back to a conversation I had earlier, but like, as I start stacking more of these effects, right? So say I have 15% from here, say I have 5% from 50 con, and say I have like, is it 10 or 20% from 200 con? 10%. But like, say I have all these, right? And then I'm like adding Void Dark Plate to that. This value of 20%, this isn't actually 20%. It's like over all these other things. So effectively this 20% is about like a 14% increase in armor or something like that, like 13, 14. It's basically TLDR, Void Dark Plate isn't as good as it seems for certain rules. If I use Void Dark Plate in heavy when I'm playing a structured kill squad fights, but I'm playing top quad VG, it's like a medium ginge, but I play differently, almost like a quad DPS. I mean, that's interesting to me. I do like when you're going that style, it feels more like what an IGVG should do almost. Like, I think melee weapons in general, if you're just trying to play for damage, you're at a very significant disadvantage because you're just going to encounter a lot of passive weaken. And by running Invig, like, if we don't even talk about the other benefits that you get, like, reducing the potency of weaken increases your damage by a significant amount, right? Like, if you have 50% weaken on you, assuming, like, or say you're weaken capped and empower doesn't matter, you're doing half damage. Like, weaken is a very significant debuff, and being able to get that off with, like, fundamentals, like, using cleanse to do stuff, like, that's great, but when you can just be immune to it in the neutral and actually use cleanse how you, like, want to use cleanse, and, like, the whole game opens up. I make healers' lives impossible. I take space that they need to heal group 8 top quads. I mean, yeah, and you probably can be healed, too, right? And you don't have disease on you, you don't have rend on you, so you can just exist in that space, so it makes sense. It's significant, but if your flails and IGVGs are positioning properly, a lot of passive and power is given to you also. I mean, yeah, I don't think IGVGs are positioning properly, I'm not going to lie, but yeah. But you still get the bonus rend to disease, especially disease. I mean, like, it's the most polarizing perk in the game. Like, Invig is either viewed, like, by people that play with Invig, it's just like, oh my god, this is, like, the best perk in the game. I can play the game fundamentally, like, completely differently. And then you have other people who are just like, why would you ever run Invig, bro? Just, like, use Cleanse Pot. Like, that thing's useless. It's almost like with Freedom. Like, where Freedom's that way as well. Except for most people that run Freedom now, it's just like, you're using Stone Form, you're using Grip Pot. So now the value of Freedom's, like... I mean, this... It's mostly Stone Form that counts towards Freedom. Like, Grip Pot's, like, more stagger immunity. It's not... It's, like, pull immunity. It's not root immunity. So, like, it matters, but, like, it only matters to a certain point. Like, I don't know. Most IGV just a stat pad regardless of what abilities they use. I mean, yeah, there's a difference, right? Like, I mean, there's a difference between looking at stats and looking at VODs. Like, if I... Like, most people... I kind of want to use tanks as an example because I play tank too much. But, like, tanks and flails, when they get to the end of the war, all they're going to look at are deaths and assists. And they're going to move on. Like, a lot of people won't watch the VODs. They'll just look at deaths and assists. But it's like, it's a lot more than that. Like, assists don't track how many times you generated a kill by, like, body blocking people escaping from crashes. Assists don't track how many people you forced off the point by stepping top a point, and by forcing those people off the point, how much tick percent you generated for your team. It's like, there's a lot of fundamentals that just aren't tracked by assists, and that just, like, in, like, stats in general, and I think there's, like, if people are lazy, they'll just look at stats. And I think stats should be, like, more of a reassurance thing, like an indicator, where it's like, hey, you're a tank player, you just had 7 deaths this war, let's look at your VOD. It's not like, hey, you're a tank player, you had 2 deaths this war. Hey, you're a tank, you had 3 deaths this war. We're gonna value you differently. It's like, no, you don't. Like, it's an indicator, but, like, you really need to look at VODs to understand problems. And, like, that comes back to, like, IGVG's just stat pad regardless of what abilities they use. I'm not saying that because Kenneth died a lot on Relentless. Everyone dies a lot on Relentless, but that's like an indicator. Like I died a lot. I think the first time I played Relentless with Prim, I think I had 5 deaths. Like that's still a lot of deaths. I think I played Relentless in a war like yesterday or something like that, and I was trying it with Greatsword for a cook that other tanks were dying, and I didn't understand that you needed to pop Grip Pot before you used any ability, otherwise you'd get canceled out the ability now. Which is fucking annoying. And like I had a bunch of deaths because of that. Like I think I had 3 deaths because of that. And like 2 of the other deaths, like one was reset related and one was a healer being positioned in a spot that I didn't really expect. Like I think there were an oppo somehow, but I don't know. It was like weird things. It always comes back to Kenneth. It's not my fault. Fortune put it in the chat. We should watch Kenneth's EU VOD. I watched Kenneth's EU VOD, and I am not gonna watch that one on stream. That one's not. No, like it's, the only reason to watch it on stream was the fact that he showed up to a T1 EU war with really bad gear and expected to do well. Like I don't know. Like it's just like it's humbling, but like it's like one of those things where it's like you don't know. It's like if someone asks you to war, you show up with appropriate gear to war, and like and on top of that, he didn't switch off of it, and on top of that, he didn't play it fundamentally that well. So I don't know. You guys are baiting me. I want to go back to New World League stuff. All right. This tail end of the draft was mostly wrapping stuff up. One last tank thing, SE being drafted over Vemu early on, I think was kind of interesting. Like Vemu hasn't played the game in a while, and he's been playing on I think West mostly, and like 1 or 2 other servers as a flail, kind of casually. So I get why he wasn't drafted first, but like him not being drafted for tank, I thought was kind of noteworthy, and not picking up a like. Usually when you think of like top 3-4 tanks in a game, like in NA, you'd probably be thinking like Kenneth, Vemu, Roland's probably in that conversation now. Lengod's probably in that conversation. Or Lengod definitely is in that conversation. Lengod's arguably the GOAT because he introduced the war, or the role to the war scene in general. And then there's 1, 2, and like 1 or 2 others that have played like T1, T2 at like a pretty high level consistently. Like, oh shoot, I'm forgetting their names. But there's a list of like 7 or 8 tanks I think of before I think of SE, but SE has like played the game like consistently recently and done very well in wars recently and has improved a lot. So I think this is kind of interesting and kind of justified, but it's more of a, hey, you've been really good recently. We're not going to take a risk on somebody that hasn't played the game in a long time. We want you to war for us. And that was kind of cool. IGVG's kind of drafted in the later half. Some big names like going like really late were kind of surprising. Adorai's goated OPR healer, but like Banana Tugger Carl going this late is like kind of surprising. Especially because I think Carl was drafted really, really early on in one of the last New World Leagues. The Firestaff situation was also shocking to me because it's like you have Burt, you have Aang, you have Rexy, like these names like check a lot of boxes, but then like I think Branchies went to G League somehow. Like Schmeck goes before Branchies. Like I think Andev was drafted like highly a time or 2 ago. Andev goes to G League. Like there were some like big names that did not go early on. Kirby's a pretty popular streamer. It just like wasn't a really proud class. And I think most of that's just because Firestaff's like not like there's not a big skill ceiling compared to the floor for Firestaff now, in my opinion. But this is totally coming as a person that has not watched a lot of Firestaff VODs, and I probably could be completely humbled. But like the best Firestaffs I see are dropping like 10 kills a war, and they're basically playing kill confirmed. Like they're waiting for someone to get low, and then they're finishing them off because other people can't consistently finish them off. Like you don't really see Firestaffs like pad as much anymore, which is kind of nice. But like I don't know, it's a class where you aim lock pillar fire and you click the button like when it's a good time to use it, and you literally can't miss the abilities. So like I have a hard time valuing it a ton because they just stat pad. I mean, like ever since aim block has been introduced, I feel like fire staff's like skill ceiling is so much lower because like pillar of fire is a guaranteed hit. Like it's so gross. And it's like right along there with BB, where it's like BB can't miss a shot, fire staff can't miss a pillar of fire. It's like, oh man. Which is like probably why you see like Dex players still be taken like really, really highly, even though the value, I'd say, of a bow in general is greatly diminished compared to what it once was because you can't spam heavy attacks. But I don't know, fire staff is just such a whack, like such a whack situation. The other story that you don't really see from the draft perspective is a lot of spear hatchets were drafted. Like if we look at disruptors, we've kind of talked about everything else, like at least briefly. I don't think we talked about the musket thing or AoE heals, but from a disruptor perspective, spear hatchets were valued very, very highly. So like here, for example, like really good, well, I don't know if I'd say really good spear hatchet, but he's a good consistent spear hatchet. Like there's been times where I've caught him out where it's like it's very questionable why he was positioned there in the first place, but at the end of the day he gets kills and doesn't die a ton. So, but like spear hatchet's been like one of the conversations. It's been a build that's gone from like a one of niche slot to barely being viable to a build that people are slotting like somewhere between 3 and 5 of recently. It's a build that's very easily counterable by IGVG. So I'm like kind of surprised we haven't seen like Blades look to just mirror spear hatchets and just like basically ego duel them when they swap the hatchet to strip the stuff, like I don't know, and kill them. Like it's not that hard. And you haven't seen like flails duel them as much recently, but I think that's mostly just because Dale hadn't played the game in a while and a lot of people didn't play that style before and kind of playing flail as an aura bot, not as an actual role that did things. So that was a whole another topic of conversation that it's like, that's something that didn't really exist that exists now. SNS Great Axe is the new thing, the new toy on the block compared to SNS Greatsword. I think like the people that drafted Greatsword players in G League, like Mighty Master and Twofer, I unironically think those players, like those teams have such a big advantage because of the Season 9 patch and with that Greatsword being dropped. Like, it is scary. Like, I forget who it was, but there was somebody on EU that I probably go to comments of the video and said that they were playing like Greatsword on the PvP server, and they were hitting a heavy attack, and then it spawns the little projectile thing, right? So let me see if I could find the clip of how this Greatsword works real quick, because it's better to just explain how, like, to show how this works and why it potentially can be broken. Who did I DM this? I think I DM'd... No, I've talked too much to Dale, though. I'm never going to be able to find it with Dale. Maybe I'll find it with Dale. Oh, I did. Okay. I haven't talked to Dale that much recently. Cool. But Baggins has a clip of this just to show what this does, and then, like, apparently, if you hit the heavy attack and it spawns the projectile, this thing was hitting for, like, 12k. Like, one person, one attack hitting for 12k. And it goes through the entire point. Like, look at this. Like, bam. You just nuked an entire point. So you have 2 or 3 of these people, and they're smart and don't use the first heavy attack and do a light attack first and then do heavy. You can literally wipe an entire point with this weapon. And, like, all the Greatsword players were taking day 2. Like, they're taking for G League, for crying out loud. Like, imagine Twofer with, like, 5 con walking around with this thing, dropping a 12k nuke on point. Like, forget fire staff, forget padding with fire staff. Like, that's more damage than a bruiser with Detto. Like, that's like 2 bruisers with Detto. And it's going through this entire point area. Like, this is the scariest part about the entire draft that wasn't valued at all, in my opinion. Does the projectile pierce? It does pierce. That's why it's so scary. Like, what fire staff ability literally hits people, like, in a 10-meter range? Like, for crying out loud, this is so good. It has to be nerfed? It's AGS. They're understaffed. What do you mean it has to be nerfed? Like, when have they nerfed anything? They haven't nerfed fire stuff in the last year. There's someone out here trying to make this comp happen and crying that it's not happening. It happened with the stupid wars that had that PvP build, though. People were just spamming this and they were just nuking people by dropping the stupid waves everywhere. Fire staff has been broken for the last 2.5 years. It's like, did he do the sideways ones here? This is the part. Oh, no, he doesn't show it there. One of these he does the sideways one. I want to pause it when he does that, because that's the one that seems really scary to me. That is so wide, and it's going like 10-15 meters. Like, holy crap. Gonna start calling waves into crashes? That's gonna literally, this deletes everybody. Like, even, like, baggage isn't running gear, these guys aren't running gear, it's hitting for 4K. This is probably gonna hit for 5 to 6K on the wave. Like, fire staffs are hitting for, like, maybe 3 to 4K. And it's hitting, like, much less of an area. Not gonna lie, it will force a change to the meta. I mean, I think it's good, too, because it will force the meta to change. The meta's been stagnant for too long. But, like, all these players, like, when did Twofer even go? Like, when was Twofer drafted? Because I think Twofer was drafted, like I think Twofer has, like, the upside potential to literally be MVP of the New World League, and this guy was drafted day 2. Like, with this weapon coming out. Like, it is ridiculous how strong it could be on paper. Let's see. This is a day 2 one. This is the last part of the day 2 one. Like, where is Twofer even on here? I wish I could search. But he should be... Oh, there he is. Yeah, Twofer. This guy's drafted 102 overall. Like, in day 2. So that means, like, what? He's 250th overall? Like, for crying out loud. Like, this guy could have a build that completely breaks the meta. So, shout out to 4 Horsemen Covenant. That would be Team Beast, aka the people that drafted all the boomers, because Twofer, even with the current patch, I think had the potential just to farm people that haven't played Wars that much, and has the upside of, like, completely taking over, like, the main roster slots, because that build could be that meta. That great sword is fun as hell on the PvP seasonal. miicrow, you still have the war on the screen, by the way? Oh, thank you, I forgot to turn that off. Oh well. But I feel like that's a story that hasn't really been talked about, too. With movement rapier, shit was untouchable. I mean, the thing now is it's an artifact, right? Like, it's going to be an artifact, so you have less... Like, you can't run, like, a damage boosting offhand. You also assume it's going to have some sort of bonus perk because it's an artifact, so that would be a conversation. But Greatsword right now is probably in a conversation of 3 weakest weapons in the game. I think the only way it's even viable right now is if you're running Relentless Tank. And because you run Relentless Tank, you can't really run SNS Flail because you want to be able to get rid of the Relentless debuff. And in that niche circumstance, then Greatsword's, like, viable as a way to get out of clumps. Like, instead of staying in with IG. And, like, that's the extent of where a Greatsword is viable. And, like, even then, like, I don't think it's, like, meta for Relentless. I think it's like a techie option that's probably not that good. You could also just see IG secondary. I mean, IG secondary would be, like, the infinitely better thing on paper, right? Because you have Shower, and Shower's the most broken ability of the game. And then Tomb is very, very good as well. So, I don't know. So, like, kills, like, Disruptor-wise, everyone's prowling these, like, Spear Hatchet players. There's a very good chance that next meta, all these Spear Hatchet players are just replaced with Greatsword Hatchet players or Greatsword SNS, but I think Greatsword Hatchet would probably be better for kind of a nuker style build. And they're just trying to send waves towards the point. And, like, those were not prioed at all. So, like, you could see a very big Disruptor meta shift. It would be kind of interesting to see how that plays out. If you play Spear Hatchet, you could probably play Greatsword, in my opinion. I mean, I don't think it's going to require a lot of skill to play. Like, it's just literally just, like, your entire... Do I have a Greatsword in this character? I mean, it's my fresh character, so I probably don't. I could log on to another character and just show, like, the Greatsword thing. But all you do is you just do light attack, double heavy. And you just send waves towards the point. That's the entire build. And then you spam mana pots. Do other flail players use the same build? No. I'm one of the only flails that Invig stacks. So, like, Big Mac was saying earlier that he's, like, one of the only IGVGs that Invig stacks, and he runs Ginge and prowls Ginge and finds that that helps him live more and helps him, like, do more damage and stuff like that. Because he doesn't have weakens, he doesn't have Rens, he doesn't have disease on him, doesn't have exhaust on him, like, all those effects. Like, not every flail values that. Like, other flails value freedom, for example, but I would argue freedom inherently makes less sense with flail especially because you have Vortex, and Vortex is a get out of jail free card, which ideally, yes, you should be saving for crashes, but it's not a terrible idea to spam the ability because the ability's broken. Like, if you could save, like, 3 to 4 people from having to, like, spam out, like, I'd argue that's, like, still value with it. You just have to know, like, when you need to save it. People that hate on Invig haven't played with Invig yet. Yeah, but with Greatsword, like, the entire meta is just going to be this. It's just going to be light attack, heavy, heavy. And if you're an Onslaught, it's just light attack, heavy, heavy, mana pot, light attack, heavy, heavy. Like, you're just spamming waves at people. And if they want to use an iframe to dodge the wave, they're going to be freaking eating, like, so much damage into other stuff. Like, it's just going to be gross. So that wasn't valued much. We talked a little bit about SNS Great Axe. That's like a new build that basically has infinite chase. Like, it's a build that you can never run away from it if you try. IG is like really the only way to slow it down. And that's a build that's been played a bit more of. I've seen a lot more melees in general being played with a good amount of less range players, but still enough range players to get kills confirmed. J-Chap is, I think, the only musket player that got drafted. Which, you know, musket has bloom now, but it still has the potential to finish kills. Musket's in one of those spots where it's like, if you have anyone breathe on musket, the meta way to play musket generally won't work very well. But if you could support the musket has the potential to pop off. It also can pierce through people, so it has like that similar mechanic with Greatsword where it can completely carry in certain spots where you're hitting collats. Invig is very good. Definitely think it's going to be seen more in New World League. I feel like people are just not going to spam it. I'm not going to lie. Like, we talked about this earlier, but like Invig's in a dichotomy of people think it's either completely useless or completely broken. Like, some people think that Vigor should be incorporated into Invig so that's a good enough perk and just have Invig counter every debuff in the game, basically. But, I don't know. Would recommend trying it if you haven't tried it. It might change your perspective, but I also understand that we're in a spot where everyone's going to wait for gear until Season 10, because Season 10 is likely going to have a gear score increase because there's a new raid coming out, and they talked about how you're going to need new gear anyway, likely to need to get those, gear bonuses. So if you have, like your set bonuses for doing certain things. So, like, I don't think it really makes sense to, like, invest a lot into a new gear set right now. Makes more sense to try to be stacking it up for the next journey that New World has. Any other thing that's, like, really worth talking about here? Like, if anyone in chat has any comments that they want to make, would probably be a good time. Woozy got selected this late? Oh my god. Beast, like, they picked some players up that should not have been picked that late. Like, why is Woozy picked this late? Jesus Christ, that guy is so good at games he plays. Woozy has been doing too well in wars recently. Oh no, he has the custom curse? I shouldn't call it the custom curse, but if you know, you know. That was like, Woozy was Supple's like best Throne and Liberty bruiser, I would argue, or like Throne and Liberty like player for that aspect. But that being said, Supple had like really bad bruisers in general, I think you could argue, and is one of the reasons why they got knocked out of the tourney really early. Another reason was that they weren't scripting and weren't exploiting, but like that's a whole nother conversation, but oh well. So I guess maybe that makes sense why he was taken so late. The healers just kind of rounded it up. This is kind of weird to me. I don't know if anyone else caught this, but like, if the other team, so like take AoE healer for example, like this first 50 is your actual 50 for the first team. So it's like, Beast selects Hutch as AoE, KOS selects Hailhunger as AoE. Why is like, I'm gonna mispronounce the name and I can't see it because it's blurry. But, like, why is this last AoE healer not picked, like, last overall? Like, there's literally no other competition for the AoE healer slot, so why wouldn't you just pick it last? Like, why are you wasting these 3 picks? Like, I guess if you don't know who you want to pick there, it doesn't matter. But like same thing applies to VMU, same thing applies to SE. Like in theory, all those should be like the very last pick because there's no competition for that slot. But then like also the opposite thing happens too, right? Where it's like Kenneth's picked, and now it's like, oh my god, the tanks and flails are going. We're in the 20 thing. We should probably pick the people that we like. And then it's like Dale is picked, High Rowan, and me, and I are picked. So like we're all picked in the same pack, if you will. So it's like you see like a lot of those packs like throughout this draft process too, and that was kind of interesting to look at. It's like you have a bruiser pack here, for example. You have a disruptor pack here. This next part's kind of just taking the best slot available, I would say, is like the next chunk. But you see like the kind of the metas with just like who's picking who to prio, like what spot in the game. You get down to the point where there's not a large difference in mechanics, so they probably just don't care. I mean, that makes sense, like, for roles at the tail end of the draft. Like, yeah, I guess, like, if you don't care about the difference between, like, Tragic Magic or Boogie, then, like, it doesn't matter where you draft SE. So, like, that'd be a valid thing. But then you also, like, I don't know, you think about, like, other drafts, like, you think about, like I think about, like, football, and I'm a Chargers fan or whatever. Like, we got Lad McConkey in the second round when he arguably could have been a first-round pick. It was like, people passed up on him, and he was arguably, like, one of the, if not the best, no, not the best, but probably a top 3 to 5, like, rookie receiver, and he was drafted in the second round. Like, there's, like, you could still find talent, even if it's, like, this late, like, I would argue. You Chargers? Hey, you just have to be loyal to whatever thing you are, unless you're a Browns fan, in which case I don't know why every single player that you draft gets in some sort of criminal thing, but like it's funny. They had another pick that got like that is in court trouble for like sexually abusing somebody. Like it happened this year again. It's like, why does this always happen to the Browns? It's like every single year that happens to the Browns. I'm a Browns fan. Well, tell your draft picks to stop touching women. Like, I don't know. Like, surely it can't be that hard. Like, you're getting paid millions of years. Like, just don't fuck it up. Like, I don't understand. The last 5 rounds are more the equivalent of 5, 6, 7 in New World League draft. I mean, yeah, at that point, like, it doesn't really matter that much. Like, you're just taking swings, so. Who do you think won the draft? In my opinion, based off of how wars have played out recently and how stuff generally matters, I think Cyblau won the draft. But KOS has the potential to still beat them. Because they took 2 polar opposite approaches, right? Like, Beast is just like, we're going to take the best player available. They might be old. We don't know if they'll be good or not, but we're going to take who we think is the best available. And it's like, Beast, like, I have no idea how to judge Beast. Like, Beast, I think, will either win the league or will get in last place, and I don't expect her to be an in-between. Cyblau, like, I think their floor is 2 and their top is 1. Because their kill squad's basically always going to win. And then, like, KOS's plan is just, we're going to roll you over, and we're going to crash so much that half the stuff doesn't matter, and we're going to beat you up in the trenches. Like, it's just like one of those things. Where it's like, our fundamentals are good, our kill squad doesn't necessarily have to win, they just have to do okay, and the rest of the army will take care of itself. And, like, I feel like KOS is, like, I talk about, like, KOS's kill squad being bad, but, like, Team Beast prior to the kill squad last, like, Team Beast, like, and Kier's not even, like, he's a kill squad player, but he's playing on point with Spear. Like, he's not, like, impacting the wide fight. So, like, I'd argue, like, Beast doesn't really value kill squad much at all. Well, that's kind of a lie. They have Rug. So it's a little bit different. And, like, Hoodie's a really good Void Blade. So maybe it's a little bit different. But, like on paper, Beast priors the kill squad last, then KOS, and then Cyblau is like, we're drafting him early. For me, it's either the kill squad's gonna be really good or really bad, and those are a bunch of newer melees that don't know a bunch about, and either world is right or wrong about them. Yeah. I was gonna say, I feel like they're just gonna lean on Rug trying to win Oppo. I mean, like, like the other way to like value it is like not necessarily like which team has the best draft, but which team has players that scare you the most. And like Cyblau by far has the players that scare me the most. like Isaiah and Jordan, like both scare me. I don't even play near their position. Like Mystery and Brucey are like always consistently good. Like Smirks is always consistently good. Aang is always consistently good. Like Rexy's always consistently good. Who else is on there? Roland, I would argue, is in my opinion, Roland's the best tank in the game right now. A, because he has the most reps. B, because he's very consistent. And C, because he can play both styles. But I guess he didn't at the time of this draft. It's like, and then they have J-Chap too. So like, Cybele has the potential to just like kind of snowball everybody with the current meta. I could see there, like, if there's a meta shift and Greatsword becomes popular, like, you have to keep in mind, Team Beast drafted Twofer. Like, Greatsword's gonna be good. Twofer and Greatsword is, like, kind of a thing. So. Like you don't really know who's gonna win. To be honest, I don't necessarily completely care who's gonna win. It's just, like, interesting to see, like, who values what the most. And the other way of viewing it is, like, you see what players are, like, when they're drafted next to each other, like, you see, like, the tiers almost, and, like, you see the same thing with, like, NFL drafts and stuff like that, or, like, Amari and Hampton and Genty go first round. There's not, like, it's a really deep running back class, but there's not, like, another running back taken for a good while in that NFL draft. Like, there's a very big gap between those players and, like, the next, like, tier of, like, running backs, for example, or, like, you see it with, like, tackles being drafted like immediately, and then they're, or like, not tackles, you see tackles being drafted like very, very high because those are really hard positions to find, because you need some dude that's like gigantic, has really big arms, and can hold his own off on his own island, versus like guards are not nearly as valuable. And then like you see like the New England guy that got drafted who had short arms for a tackle, so he's potentially a guard player, but he goes like very, very early, and it's like kind of interesting to see like those kind of trends. Twofer went 7-2 tonight in a practice war. That's it? That's how many kills he dropped? That's not many. I'm not gonna lie, that's not many. I kind of expected more. Like, Twofer's the kind of guy where it's like, I either expect Twofer to have like 15 deaths and have 0 kills, or to have 15 kills and 0 deaths. Like 2 and 7 is like a very non-Twofer staff line for Twofer. It's also interesting just to see how players are like valued over time. Like Urfat, for example, like he would have been a fringe player like 2 years ago, but now is drafted like relatively highly as a bruiser, and it's cool to see people like progress in that sort of way. Like, people value them more. And then you see the opposite, where you see players that haven't like played the game in a while, and then they still get drafted like really, really high, like Bert, Annie. Well, Annie's kind of played, but not really. Taka. I'm pointing out players I know. There's probably other players on this list. But I think that's mostly it from the New World League. I make fun of Apples a lot, but shout out for Apples for setting it up, because it's a pretty good reason to come back to the game for people, and it's like a very good source of content. And I think if Apples didn't let people say the N-word as much in his Discord and didn't say that word as much randomly, because I've seen him say that word a few times in random spots, aka he can get clipped and he can get banned, like they would probably be an AGS sponsored event again. It's just like, it's just, from a personality standpoint, it makes 0 sense. Like, it's a risk. He's just a gamer. Yeah, but he took the time to set it up, right? There's a bunch of people behind the scenes that like, or the actual people running it, but he's still the face of it. Like, it's like, I'm not trying to set this up. Like, I do not care enough, nor do I have time to like set this up. Like, I'll take my wars where I get them. But like, this is like a good opportunity to like kind of get people into the war scene, especially as like AGS is talking about merging servers again, and talking about how they're not going to add in custom wars immediately, which basically just means that players that are like fringe players, or like kind of want to get into the war scene, like they're not going to have opportunities to get slotted, most likely. Which, it is what it is, but it's just like, it's always rough. Meanwhile, I'm permabanned. Oh God, because you said some of those words. It's one of those PR things where it's like, you get a job in 20 years, someone has a clip of you saying a really bad like word on stream and presents it to your boss, and you're fired immediately on the spot because there's a candidate that's like 90% of what you are and aren't a risk. Like, there's just no point in taking a risk. A clip, good one. Yeah, okay, there's multiple. It's like, it's kind of a theme, but streaming is like, it's such an interesting thing, because like you have the people that are trying to do it for like full time and like do it as a pro thing, but like realistically, streamers are kind of like athletes in the sense that like there's not many people that would like can do it for more than 3 to 5 years. And if you're gonna do that and that's what you want to do, there's usually not a great plan B. So it's like within those first 3 to 5 years, like you need to like really, really kill it, or you're just gonna be working at McDonald's. And it's like there's like a very big dichotomy there. It's a great hobby. It's an awful choice for a career for like 99.9% of people. Yeah, I mean that's why I haven't been doing it as much, to be honest. Like, and I don't know how much other people care about other games, but it's like people are just standing here outside of New World, just like waiting for the next war. Like you could queue OPR. CTF isn't that bad. Like it's actually kind of a cool mode, but it's like PvE wise, there isn't a ton to do. Like you could do your Worm, you could do your Gorgon, but it's like from a renewable content perspective, there's not a lot there. So like I've been playing a lot of other games recently, been having fun with that, which I've never done that before, and it feels really weird to me. Like the first game I played a lot was probably Hearthstone. I played that game for 10 years. The next game I played was Overwatch. I played that game for 5 or 6 years. And then like New World's been like 4-ish, but now I'm playing like 3 or 4 games at the same time, and it's just like so odd. Like it's like so refreshing because it's like, oh, I'm tired of this game, I'll just go boot up another game. It's like you aren't like locked into one thing. Why is Branchies on bow? But yeah. Much better served just streaming like 10 hours a week as a hobby. I mean, it's chill that way, and there's people that are trying to do it full time, and like honestly, I think there's a few New World people that probably can do it full time, which is shocking to me. But I guess people are gifting enough subs. Like, I think Curvy's got enough subs where he could borderline do it full time as long as he's like not in Cali or not in New York. He probably could do it full time. Like if he's living like in New Jersey or somewhere like that, like he's probably chilling. Or if he's living in like Mexico, he's chilling. Like same thing with apples. Like apples in Mexico, like you're living like a king. But in the US is like questionable. And that's also like a thing I noticed with, like a good amount of YouTubers where there's like been a good amount of them that haven't been US based recently, and that's one of the reasons why. It's because like your pay isn't like it's per ad, right? It's not per like who watches your content. So if you're say $1 is worth 10 of your dollars or something like that, or like 10 of your dollars is worth $1, whatever, however that math works, and like you could just make like 10x normal salary just by streaming. So it's like it makes more sense to do it while you're in other countries than you do if you're in the US. Like for me, I think I would need to average like, I think I did the math, it was somewhere between 2,000 and 3,000 subs to make on par with like what I would normally make, and for it to like make sense. And even then, it's not like looking at like long-term stuff. Like from a long-term perspective, it would probably need to be like 5K. Like it's ridiculous. Like it's because people get paid like $3 to $4 per sub once they get to those higher tiers, and it's like that's not a lot when you start talking about how you're an independent contractor. You have to pay for benefits, so you have to do healthcare, and you're doing healthcare in the US, which means that you're completely and utterly fucked sometimes, and it's just interesting. But yeah, kind of a different perspective. Start selling out to game ads. I mean, that's what people do, right? They just sell out to game ads. They basically start playing games and start trialing them. And like also like it feels like there's kind of been a death of like the one game streamer, if you will. Like, to me, it's like there's a bunch of variety people and not many one games people anymore. Gaming is dead in general. It's definitely not dead. I think it's up since COVID. End of the day, gaming is a low-cost hobby that takes a lot of time. So it's like, if you make 20 bucks an hour, like, are you gonna go to a Taylor Swift concert and spend like a month's worth of salary for like okay tickets or something like that? Or are you gonna play like New World for like 2 hours worth of work? Like, I don't know. Like, that's how I view about it. That's how I justify every Steam purchase. Sadly, there hasn't been any great MMO or highly social game releases so far that you could start a new community off of. Definitely not that, yeah. But it's like, from a variety streamer standpoint, there's a lot, right? So. Single player's doing fine, but multiplayer games are in terrible shape. I mean, like, it's something to be said when Star Wars Battlefront 2 like comes back and people start playing it and are like, you know, this game's actually pretty good. When the game's on sale for $4 for like the last week or something like that, or last week or two, and that game came out in 2017. Like, we're talking about a game that was released almost 10 years ago, and people are going back to that game, so. But yeah, I kind of feel bad for the people that are trying to do it full time, and I'm kind of glad I didn't do that, because I think it would have been a mistake. But it's still fun to like come out and like talk to you guys and like make videos every now and then too. It's like it goes both ways. Like, I think the way I justified it before was like it was paying for all my lunches, which was nice. And I could still justify it like that way, but like the gap between like what you have to do to be like part-time and full-time with it is like crazy. So. But yeah, Wildgate looks interesting. That comes out soon. The only other game I'm like really excited for is like Warbound. And then there's like old games that like I'd be interested in trying. Like, I probably should try Marvel Rivals. Even though I don't like Chinese companies, I probably should try Marvel Rivals. Not Frick Rivals. It's just like, it's one of those games where it's like, yeah, like everyone plays it. Like, I haven't played like Valorant for like the same reason, where it's like, I just don't like the company that like it's not that I don't like the company, I just don't like the CCP. So, I don't know. Do it that way you will. Not a big CCP fan. Don't support concentration camps very much, but it is what it is. They make good games. Chinese companies make Blizzard look moral, which is a feat. Yep. I mean, like, the new gen, like, thing, like, is, like, Korean companies, which just, like, it's morally, like, way better, but, oh my god, like, how many Korean gacha games are there now? Like, Jesus Christ. Like, I was talking about earlier how it's, like, $50 for 500k gold in New World. It's like, you can get a full Abyss build for that. In Throne of Liberty, that was, like, 2 to 3 grand. It's like, same publisher, but it's a Korean-based game. It's like, one guy spends that much, and they just paid for a lot of other people. They have a lot of interesting ideas ruined by that. I mean, I feel like that's the new generation thing, right? Like, when you start talking about, like, games that are, like, owned by publicly traded companies and require, like, a decent amount of capital to actually get up and running, which is, like, MMOs, right? Then they need to have a high rate of return, which means they're going to probably be a gacha game. Otherwise, you have situations where you have like Microsoft cancel their game where it might have not have been completely profitable. Like, New World's honestly more of an experiment than anything else for AGS, and because of the way that they do taxes, they probably can get away with it. Because they use it as like a tax write-off or whatever. Like, I don't know. Miicrow, could you trade some stuff for my main and my wife's account real quick? Sure. Why can't you just trade your wife? Did they not have the... do you share the same PC? No, she's playing Rust. What is going on over here? Walked into a RPing session. Some of these discords, like the G League like ERP Discord, I'm in there now, and like, oh my god, they just full send the RP. It's so funny. Just take a screenshot and I could trade it with whoever. That's what you're trading? What is she making with these? Okay. That's all different. I would like to thank you for your donation. I've got to put the screenshot somewhere. Let me put it in this Discord. So I know what I'm sending. Trade being blocked. You're doing more? Bro. $300K? Who's gonna end the stream? 300K? We've already established this. 300K is worth $30. Like, who cares? I'm not stealing my man off $30. No. There's gotta be a fee to be a mule. I do not care. I have never bought gold. I'm not gonna start now. It's more fun to earn it in game. I've just got so many screenshots now buried in the Discord. Miicrow play Deadlock? I'd be down. I was playing it earlier. I'm not good at Deadlock though. Like, oh, I forgot. You're not blocked from trades. I just have some cursed trade setting on that I don't know what it is and I can't trade anyone. Deadlock's considered to be a dead game by the Deadlock community, but it's actually a pretty good game. Deadlock is so bad? There's no way it's bad. It's a good game. I love how you're trading these gems and they're worth like 10 gold now. You can just buy them off the market. Like, I could legit just walk over here and buy a bunch of gems. Like, I was doing this earlier in some servers. Bro's calling me, you traded me 300K, you're not poor. But, like, look at this. Like, this is 20 gold. You could literally buy 500 gems for, like, 10K right now. Like, that's insane. Like, I don't know why they're that cheap, but they're so cheap. Like, those used to be like 200-300. If not like 400. Deadlock is dead, but still has more of a player base in New World. It still hasn't launched. Is truly depressing. I used to make gold off of gems. I mean, same. And now I don't even try. It's not even worth trying. Like, maybe there's something there with like the aptitude boxes, but it's like, it's cursed. I've been trying to learn new characters in Deadlock, and it's been having like mixed results. But by new characters, I mean that like every character that I used to play is like fundamentally changed with how people play it. Like I think when I first started playing Deadlock, like I was a really big fan of like what's his name? Siegel. And Siegel, like, he's an ex-Overwatch pro, and he was infamous for like beating Koreans, and like, I mean that sounds weird, but you have to understand, like in Overwatch, like NA players have literally never beat Koreans in the history of the game, and he was beating Koreans. So he was like arguably one of the GOATs, and he was a McGinnis player, which is like one of the most troll characters in the game, and now she's good again. So that's like a stupid character, but that's a character I played at the beginning because he played it, and then like Dynamo Kelvin fit me just because support stuff. I've been trying to learn like Mo and Krill and like Abrams because it's like tank oriented. Those are also fun. Why do you hate Asian people? It's not that I hate Asian people. I'm saying Asian people are good. Or are you saying because I beat Koreans? I assume this is the character you want stuff on? Let me see. What's that? There's a scarab. There's 10 of these. I should have just cleared out my inventory before I did this because it's gonna get weird. There's that. There's that. There's that. There's 10 of this. And this. That was the first one. Double checking. Yeah. Then second one. This is the state of the game where we're trading stuff on stream. Because no one wants to play OPR. Unfortunately. No, OPR hasn't been that awful recently. I'm kind of liking it. But it hasn't been like amazing either. It's like it's not like a mode I could play for like hours per day anymore because there's just like better games to do that. But it's also like decently fun to the point where I won't mind doing it. Or if I catch myself doing a bunch of them, I don't really get upset. Alright, that was the second. Unless I missed something. I gave you all the prismats. I know, but I'm trading them in the order. I have screenshots of like the order that you sent stuff to me, and I'm just trading them like this, because it's, I don't know. I like how I have a Discord from like when I was in college where I just sent homework to myself so I could transfer it from my phone to my computer because I had to scan stuff during COVID, and I still use it. But I just use it for like random shit. I'm missing one. Opal. 14. It's the last one. Wildgate is just worse Star Citizen. Isn't Star Citizen the game that's still like in an alpha beta state because they said that if they would launch the game fully, they'd have to change the monetization model off of something that they promised. So they just effectively aren't ever going to launch the game so that they can keep the monetization model and make a bunch of money off of selling ships. Like, isn't Star Citizen literally a scam? Yeah, like what Crush is saying. Wildgate is just Sea of Thieves in space. I mean, that seems much better than me. Like, I'd rather play that. It's on beta to on beta perpetually to avoid legal troubles. Yeah, like $1,000 spaceship game. Yep. What is the pop of Deadlock right now? Yeah, this game isn't dead. Definitely down, but not dead. I was playing it like back here, and then like I started playing it here again, and like started playing it like recently again. But there's been that game. What other games have I been playing? Helldivers, but that's like a chill game. Like I imagine people wouldn't want to actually watch that. Peak's been really fun. Been playing that with IRL people. And then Star Wars Battlefront came out. That or kind of died to sale. I got back into that. A few indie games. In the bazaar? I think that's about it. Okay. But I don't know, from New World side, first New World League Wars tomorrow will be kind of interesting. I didn't talk about draft stuff at all, or like why people were traded. Or I talked about draft stuff, I didn't talk about why people were traded, but I don't think that really needs a lot of conversation. It's like pretty self-explanatory. And it was mostly off of like fit and need. Not gonna lie, I'm kind of tempted to end it here because I want to go eat, and then I kind of want to go chill for a bit and prep for work day tomorrow. But we got a war in at least. Let's see who's on. So I haven't eaten dinner yet, and it's kind of late. Anyone watch the World Cup game? Game was pretty fun. Is Kirby in a war? No, there's not gonna be a war for a bit. Gonna do Andy. Because if he's not in a war, he's gonna be PvEing. Shock result, I thought it would be 3-0, but reversed. Oh yeah, like I don't think anyone expected the outcome, but it was really crazy to see. Alright, peace out.